Trish, thank you. Good evening, Trish. How are you? What up, ER? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I'm just going to probably show some receipts here in a minute. ER, appreciate the heart, man. What's up, Naspa? How are you? Working too much as usual, I hear you. You're doing good? That's good. Me too. I'm just going to address, I'm going to post some receipts here on this little triangle of fucking bullshit stories that we're starting to hear. I guess I just heard, what now? Oh, same old shit with old little fucking Charles, little mouthy, little whiny fucker. What's up, Joy? What's up, Joy? How are you? Yeah, but the thing is, Nespa, he's not throwing me under the bus at all. That's the whole point. Like that's what's crazy about this motherfucker. Everything that's coming out of his mouth is complete bullshit. Holla, boy, appreciate it. I don't need anybody, my guy. David, appreciate the heart, me. Care less about TikTok, my man. years. This is a guy that has said he's made 50. I want you to absorb this. He's made $50 million for 10 straight years. That's $500 million. Now, I want you to go look him up. I want you to go find his refrigeration company. And you're telling me that somebody that makes $500 million a year, or has made $500 million, that it's not spoke about. I don't give a fuck whose feelings I hurt, because I'm going to be posting text messages. It's not spoke about. I don't give a fuck whose feelings I hurt, because I'm going to be posting text messages in this conversation. Because I'm tired of the fucking bullshit about people trying to say I'm scamming, trying to do this. That shit's old for me. And I'm tired of the actual truth not being said. So you're talking about a guy that has literally gone on this app and completely lied about everything and everybody and everything that he's about. Was there anybody that heard the timeline last night? Was there anybody that heard the timeline last night? Because I'm going to say it like it is. Me and Kentucky Boy were on the phone, and I spoke to him before Charles ever called me out. These are facts. How many of y'all heard the timeline? He told me that I had not talked to KB, that I was not on the phone with KB when I typed the message that I said to Charles when I started to fuck with Charles, because I know Charles was fucking with me and he was fucking with KB. However KB's telling it, that's the facts. Charles has been jerking KB off for a long time. Charles has been trying to jerk me off for a long time, but the difference is he can't jerk me off because I don't need nothing from him. So let's go through this timeline. I will say it very clearly. When I wrote this text message about KB not having the money because he's going to use it for another show, it was a test to call Charles bluff. Because all that sorry motherfucker has done is be full of shit from the time he's got on this fucking app. And so let's go with a timeline here now. Somebody flagged my account again, Joy. Somebody flagged my account again. Joe, I already know. We'll get it back up. We'll get the numbers back up, and then I'll post the receipts here in a minute. How many of y'all were in this live? How many of y'all were in this live this morning? How many of y'all were in this live this morning when you heard this fucking guy Um, they've tried to flag my account. Was anybody in here? Was anybody in here this morning? You were in here, Bonnie? Um, what's up, Joey? So I'm just trying to figure out how many people actually heard this shit this morning. Jones, I got you, brother. I'm with you. That's why I'm not on here as much anymore. But I don't like it when people are running with a false narrative and running with the fucking bullshit stories. That's when I have a problem with it. And I will always be that way. That's just who I am. It's just hard to turn a blind eye to from ignorance, especially from people that are stone-faced lying. Nikki Harden, they can't run my name down, brother. This is TikTok. You know what I mean? I know what the truths are. I know what the facts are. Oh, yeah, Joe? How's that working out? How's that working out? Because we're gonna go ahead and tell. We're gonna tell it. We're gonna tell it all. You know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and tell it all. Kirch, exactly. We're gonna go ahead and tell it all. You know what I mean? Because if people ain't been fucking really telling it like it is, then you know what I mean. We can address it. What up, Clay? Appreciate it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, Kirch, were you in here this morning, Kirch? Kirch, were you in here this morning? Clay, appreciate the harmony. Did you hear him say, Kirch, did you hear him say that me and Kentucky Boy never talked before he thought he was calling me out and before I sent him that text message? Did you not hear him say that? Sweet Money, you know better. You know what I mean? You know better. You know that that's all a crock of shit. Big Ray, appreciate it. Stacy, appreciate it. What's up, Carol? Big Worm, my guy, what up? So here's where we're at. This dude over here, I mean, this Charles guy is a compulsive liar, guys. This is a guy that said he has made $50 million a year for the last 10 years. So according to him, he's made $500 million. I want you guys to go Google Mr. Charles Poole and let me know what you find. You're not going to find anything. You're going to find the name of his refrigeration company. But you're going to find nowhere where it talks about a company that would be on Manta. It would be on a lot of different type of financial financial income, streams of what do you call it? Losing this thought in my mind right now. You would just find it everywhere. A corporation making fucking $50 million a year, $500 million in the last 10 years, you're going to find it everywhere. We all know that. You're going to be able to find all of this shit. There's going to be a trail of all that shit because that's heavy ass money. Number one. Number two, I have known for a couple months now why everybody has been trashing this guy and calling him out on all of his lies. I've sat back and just kept my mouth shut. Sat back and just let this man live his fucking glory day on TikTok. Telling everybody that he's writing these fucking songs. Telling everybody that he's recording those songs. Telling everybody that that's him singing them songs. Telling everybody he's made $50 million a year for the last 10 years. Telling everybody that he has Lambos and Ferraris and every fucking thing else. I have let everybody just do their thing, and I've been somebody not to trash him, knowing that it's all bullshit. So this guy had reached out to Kentucky Boy about wanting to do a music festival. And this is all coming from Charles. I did not know that Kentucky Boy and Charles had ever talked about a music festival. Charles decided to try to get my phone number through Tank. Tank would not give him my phone number. Yeah, exactly. Sweet Money on purpose. I was giving back, bro, because the guy had gifted me a lot of money. You know what I mean? The guy had gifted me a lot of money. He had set in my boxes, kind of being sorry for himself. He said, man, I've never had a gift bigger than 1,000 coins or something like that, or more than an Interstellar. So I dropped the man a line. Big deal, right? So anyways, I end up sitting in a box one night and talking to him, and he was asking me a lot of questions about the music business, and I was just giving him advice the best way that I knew how. So after a couple weeks of him being in my boxes, I decided to give him my phone number, and he called me and we talked. Well, this is when he proceeded to go into this. He wanted to put a 3-day. All right, now follow all of this if you guys know anything about music. But he wanted to put a 3-day music festival event at his farm. And he wanted to do it in the fall. And he had told me that him and Kentucky Boy had been talking about this music festival. But he wasn't cool with the vision. And here's the deal. I will allow anybody, if anybody thinks I'm lying, if anybody feels that I'm lying about anything I'm saying, put your fucking money up. We can take a lie detector test and we can put him on one too. And anybody else that's got something to say about it. Period. So this dude proceeded to tell me that he wasn't about KB's vision. He didn't fucking want to have a bunch of fucking hip hop artists. He had told me that KB had asked him for $250,000 up front, which was probably a crock of shit. Right? Because every single thing else that's come out of this dude's mouth in the last fucking 24 to 48 hours is a crock of shit. All day music on Saturday and do like a half day on Sunday. Leave people something. Test the waters with it, because nobody even knows who the hell you are. Nobody even fucking knows anything about your ranch. You have no history with nobody, and it's going to be a hard sell. You need to get sponsors. There's a lot of shit you need to do, man. He's like, man, that's a genius idea. And I said, Charles, and he's like, I want to pay you. What could I compensate for your time? I said, Charles, I don't want a fucking dollar from you. And if anybody was in here last night, Kirch, if you were in here last night before I move on, did you not hear him say and admit last night and this morning that I have never asked him for any money? He literally came in my boxes last night after he left J-Wags and Alphas. It came in my live and heard him, and he said in here, I have never asked him for no money. Never. Then you also have heard him say he tried to give me money and I never took it. How many of y'all heard him say all that? So anyway, moving on. So this dude was offering me money for my time. I said, Charles, I don't want to take it, brother. This is just friendly advice to you. I said, but what I can do, I will reach out to a guy I know at Universal, and I will also contact the person that I know at William Morris Agency, a booking agency, and I will get a list of artists and their price ranges for you, and then you can dictate from there. Not too many people can get those kind of people on the phone, but I was basically calling in a friendly favor to try to let him know kind of where he's going to be at financially. That's it. So you know what I did? I sent the text messages to the one guy, and I made a phone call and started working on list for the other one. And I even sent him a screenshot of the fucking text message that I sent the music executive to try to help him with this. So anyways, moving on. Well, I spent a couple of days trying to help him, making some phone calls, talking, going with back and forth with this dude. He's telling me how brilliant I am. Thank you so much for your time. How much do I? Charles, I don't want anything. Well, then guess what? All of a sudden, he starts backpedaling. Once he realizes how much money, I wouldn't say backpedaling, maybe he got cold feet and realized how expensive it would be. So he started to realize that it wasn't something that he wanted to do. So then in this process, he decides to start bashing KB. You know, how much, I know that you're in business with KB, but how much would it cost to buy him out? Do you think that we could buy him out? I said, Charles, I don't know nothing about that, brother. It's never been something that I ever thought about. But if you'd like us all to have the conversation, or you'd like that conversation to be had, I'm sure we can have it. Well, that, of course, never had, because, again, that was bullshit. Then he decided that he wanted to talk to me about starting a record company and finding a bunch of artists on TikTok and having them come to his music studio that he has at his ranch. Has anybody in here seen his music studio that he has at his ranch? That shit you can buy for fucking $1,500 to $2,000 off of fucking Amazon. That ain't no fucking recording studio. Right? But you ain't starting a record company and having that studio. Let's get real. So the bottom line is this, y'all. When this dude had me wasting my time about this long-ass music festival, when he started talking about wanting to buy KB out, I started realizing by the minute that this guy was full of shit. And I'll tell you why. Because I have a text message right here. This is where it all started for me. Hold on. Let me get this text message. This is where the bullshit got thick. So when this guy wanted me to help him with this creed stock. He was creed stock. He was calling it creed stock. He proceeded to tell me that he sends me a picture. That he sends me a picture. He sends me a picture of a Ferrari that he wanted to put me in and essentially give to me, that he was going to buy for helping him with this festival. All right? This is when I knew that the shit's just fucking gone so fucking far off the end. Here we go. All right. I'll make sure you can afford it. I'll buy it after Creed stock. You'll leave in it. Let me know if y'all can see that. Let me know if you guys can read that. Because that's the name, that was the name of his fucking festival. Creed stock is what he was going to call it. I'll buy it after Creed stock. You'll leave in it. Well, guess what? Fucking festival. Creed stock is what he was going to call it. I'll buy it after Creed stock. You'll leave in it. Well, guess what? After hearing a $50 million man for 10 years, he's a $500 million man. He sings all these songs. He writes all these songs. He's got them licensed, which should be illegal as hell considering they're AI. He's selling basically a fake product. He's wanting me to buy. He's asking me songs. He's got them licensed, which should be illegal as hell considering they're AI. He's selling basically a fake product. He's wanting me to buy. He's asking me to buy KB out. He's telling me that KB's no good. He's telling me that KB's lazy. He's telling me that all KB does is get a bunch of artists on. He's telling me that KB's no good. He's telling me that KB's lazy. He's telling me that all KB does is get a bunch of artists on TikTok and then sit on TikTok all day and then doesn't do anything for his artist and just hopes that they make it, and then he can just get a percentage off of all his artists. And if that don't work out, it's not going to cost him no money and no sweat off his back. Just trashing KB, somebody that I knew, and he don't realize that I knew him that well. So when you start adding all of this shit up, what did I start doing? Is what everybody else do. Just listening to how much more bullshit you can hear from somebody. So then we get to talking about different things, and then you hear him talking about these golf carts. Absolutely, it's a business that started working on several months ago. And what that business is essentially is I live on the beach that you guys know. And around where the area I'm at, if you go to some beaches, I don't know if you've ever been to beaches where they'll have golf carts, where there's a lot of golf carts around, and the golf cart and the shuttle, basically, it's like a taxi. They'll pick up people from a hotel and they'll take them to a restaurant or a bar or whatever. I had already been working on that shit for months. And I had told Charles about this. I never asked Charles for $1, and you guys heard him say that in my live last night. Never asked him for $1. Not one. Well, this guy just randomly says, hey, man, I'm going to wire you money on Thursday. This was fucking a month and a half ago. I'm going to wire you, or maybe a month ago. I'm going to wire you money on Thursday so you can go get some golf carts. Just randomly. Just like he's going to buy this fucking Ferrari right here. I never asked him for no fucking money. I was just telling him about the idea. There was no LLC. There was no fucking talk of no LLC at the time. But I was the one that told him, I said, Charles, if we're going to do something like that, you got to make it official, man. Said you need to get an LLC. I can get an LLC done. Blah, 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 blah. Well, if you guys remember when I was supposed to go to Nashville, this guy was so amped up about wanting to wire this money. He was so amped up about wanting to get this business started that I postponed Nashville for a week. Champ, I'll bring you up in a minute, bro. I postponed Nashville for a week because this motherfucker wanted me to hurry to Florida, get these golf carts. He wanted me to get these golf carts and get this business off the ground. He wanted me to buy the golf carts and get there. Well, he asked if there was someone that I could trust to start getting them on a golf cart. I said, absolutely, I can. I said, DC's somebody I would trust with my life. He's never stole a nickel from me. He said, that's perfect. He said, will DC go? I said, if DC has a job, he'll go. Well, guess what? DC believed in all this shit because I talked to him about it and he heard about it. DC quit his job. DC had a job in Lexington and he quit his job and we were running down there to get this shit set up. And then I was going to get these golf carts on the fucking street and I was going to turn around and go to Nashville. Well, on my way to Florida, what did he start doing? He started changing the tune of this story again. Oh, you know what, man? I found a better idea. I got golf carts over here in Mississippi. I found some golf carts all the way in Mississippi and let me wrap these fucking golf carts and then I'll ship them down to you. Bro, come on, dude. So when all that shit started, I didn't give a fuck if he was doing it or not because I had the money to do it. But once he started that shit, after DC quit his job, after I pushed Nashville back a week, and on my way to Florida, I let him know, like, Charles, are you doing this shit or you're not doing this shit, bro? It's not that serious. Just say it. Just fucking be real one time in your life. Just be real about something. I didn't talk to Charles for almost 2 weeks. The first time that I have talked, it's not happening, Jose. The first time that I had talked to Charles, how many of you guys were here in my live this past Sunday? How many of you guys were here in my live this past Sunday when Charles was in my live? How many of y'all were here? Can I see ones? What's up, Tiara? How many of y'all were here when Charles was in my live this past Sunday when I had not been on the app for almost two weeks? Okay. How many of y'all remember seeing Kentucky Boy also in there with me and Charles and World Champ? How many of y'all remember seeing Kentucky Boy as well in there? Exactly. Charles dropped. Exactly. Charles dropped because Kentucky Boy was in there. I didn't know why. I had no fucking clue why he dropped. But I figured it all out because when I ended my live, I got a phone call. Hey, brother, I'm sorry that I dropped out of your box. I just couldn't be around KB. He's been blowing my fucking phone up about a show that he wants me to invest in that I don't feel comfortable about it. Then he says, Charles, or he said, Vonn, when are you going to Nashville? Aren't you going to Nashville soon to record? I said, yeah, Charles. I'm leaving. And I said, why do you ask me that question? This is all random as hell, by the way. I said, why do you ask me that question? Remind you, I haven't talked to this guy in 2 weeks, except for when he came into my box and he calls me. He said, well, the reason why I'm asking you that question is because I consider you a friend, and my gut is telling me that Kentucky Boy is lying to me about this show. I consider you a friend, and my gut is telling me that Kentucky Boy is lying to me about this show. Supposed to be paying for the studio, right? I said, yeah, that's what we agreed to do. And that's what everybody agreed to do. He said, well, my gut is telling me that KB is using a show and asking me for $3,000. And that's what everybody agreed to do. He said, well, my gut is telling me that KB is using a show and asking me for $3,000 to help cover what he needs to pay for your studio time. And I said, well, what makes you think that? And he said, have you talked to KB? And I said, no, I haven't talked to KB. I don't talk to KB every day. I said, there's no need for me to talk to KB every day. I said, I wouldn't be in my car heading to Florida or heading to Nashville, 13-hour trip, if I had any concern about anything being paid for. Because mind you, I was not supposed to pay for none of these recordings anyway. So everything that he keeps saying that I was never supposed to pay. This was never supposed to be a trip that I was supposed to pay a nickel for, ever. So me, never needed money for anything. I wasn't paying for this trip. The only thing that I was paying for was my lodging. That's it, where I'm staying. But I wasn't never paying for this. Nobody, Sean wasn't paying. I wasn't paying. DC wasn't paying. Nobody was paying. So I proceeded to ask him, what's the issue? He said, well, man, he sent me a show poster. He sent me a show poster. And I looked up this show poster. Vonn, will you, for me as a friend, send KB a message and ask him if it's everything? Send KB a message and ask him if it's everything good with the studio. And I said, now at this point, imagine some motherfucker randomly calling you and telling you all this shit random as hell. And let me know if your mind wouldn't be spinning. Like, does this dude know something that I don't know? What the fuck is going on? So I said, sure. Why would I be concerned about sending KB a text message about the fucking studio? So I sent a message. I said, hey guys, is everything good with the studio? So I know what to say to people tomorrow, which is the truth. I did need to know because I knew I was going to be asked. I'd actually already been being asked. So anyways, I sent the message. He asked me if and then what did I do? He starts texting me. He starts calling me religiously. Hey man, have you heard from KB? Have you heard from KB? Starts texting me. He starts calling me religiously. Hey man, have you heard from KB? Have you heard from KB? No, Charles, I haven't heard from KB. Starts texting me. He starts calling me religiously. If the studio time's been paid for. No, Charles, the studio hasn't been paid for yet. Why would the studio be paid for when I haven't even stepped foot in Nashville yet? So the answer, and if the studio time's been paid for. No, Charles, the studio hasn't been paid for yet. Why would the studio be paid for when I haven't even stepped foot in Nashville yet? So the answer, and the studio be paid for when I haven't even stepped foot in Nashville yet. So the answer and the facts, have I talked to KB, was the truth. Was the studio time paid for at the time of him questioning me? Was the truth. Has the studio time been paid yet? The answer is no, it hasn't, because it's not done. There's not been any invoicing yet. So, this guy proceeds to blow my phone up. Have you talked to KB? You still heard from KB? Have you still heard from KB? The answer was no. I didn't talk to KB. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. I did not talk to KB until yesterday around 5 o'clock sometime, I think it was. Or it may have been 2 o'clock. I don't remember. I was on my way to the studio. Whatever the fuck time I talked yesterday, I think it may have been around, I don't know what time. I think it was around 5 o'clock, my time. So it may have been 6 o'clock your time. That's the first time that I had talked to KB in a few days, right? But I wasn't pressed. I was still in Nashville. I still came to Nashville. I wasn't concerned about things being paid for. So this is my problem that I'm having right fucking now. Once I realized what this motherfucker was doing, I spoke to KB on the phone. Charles has been telling y'all I never talked to KB before he called me the fuck out. Well, you know why he called me the fuck out? Because I just reversed it on Charles. Because I knew he was fucking playing KB, whether KB knows it or not, or believes he is or he isn't. But he is, just like he has been the entire time. Just like he's fucking been trying to fucking play me as well. It didn't work. So I called KB and I told KB, I am going to type this fucking message to this guy and we will call his bluff. And then I fucking laughed and joked and I said, if this motherfucker sends us money damn well knowing he ain't going to send shit, we'll split it. Laughing. Because the dude is a compulsive liar. So this, go ahead, here's the first time. You guys tell me the timeline. He said, I never talked to KB, ever, till he called me out. Called me out. What time does this fucking clock say right here? What time does this fucking clock say right here? What time does it say? What time is that right there? What time does it say? What time is that right there? What time is that? All right. Yes or no? Everyone has heard him say, I never talked to KB before he called me out. Have you guys not hear that? Yes or no? One's in the chat if you heard him say, I never talked to KB because I talked to KB to call this fucking ignorant fucker's bluff. Because he's been full of shit to everybody. So y'all heard him say that. Okay. Now. So y'all heard him say that. Okay. Now. What do those what at 11:49 I was talking to KB. If I was on let's go back. Let's go back. If I was on let's go back. I forgot one thing. At 11:41 I was on I called KB at 11:40. I forgot one thing. At 11:41 I was on I called KB at 11:41 and was on the phone for 9 minutes. So that'd be 11:50. On the phone for 9 minutes. So that'd be 11:50. Puts us at 11:50. Two minutes later, Charles is texting me 11:47. While Charles is texting me, I am still on the phone with KB. At 11:51, I just got off the phone with KB, and then I said, man, I just talked to KB. He said he had to use the 3K for a show, is my understanding. Y'all were supposed to maybe do together, so he don't have it for this trip. Why did I say that? Because he told KB that he was going to give him $3,000 for that fucking show. So when KB told me that, that's when I said, well, we'll spin it fucking right now and call him on all that shit. Because that's why I made sure I insinuated that you were supposed to fucking do a show together and pay for it. It's all trash from this dude. I just talked to KB. He said he didn't have it, didn't use the 3K for a show, is my understanding. Y'all were supposed to do, maybe do together. So he don't have it for. I just talked to KB. He said he didn't have it, didn't use the 3K for a show, is my understanding. Y'all were supposed to do, maybe do together. So he don't have it for this trip. Period. And you guys heard him say last night in my live that I've never asked him for $1. No money came to me. And you see, that's when he tried to think that he was calling me out. But KB knew that I was writing that text because I was on the phone when I was typing and telling him that I was going to. And it also fucking basically let him know that I know about KB's show and that I also know that he's been full of shit about everything that he was trying to say and do to me. Period. That he was trying to say and do to me. Period. Period. The bottom line is this. You heard him admit last night, I've never asked him for a fucking $1. You heard him admit last night, I've never asked him for a fucking $1. I didn't have it, Kirch. I was too tired. Never have asked this mother for a fucking $1. I didn't have it, Kirch. I was too tired. Never have asked this mother for a fucker for $1. Never. You also heard him say he's offered me to pay me and I never accepted any of his money. Or a fucker for $1. Never. You also heard him say he's offered me to pay me and I never accepted any of his money. Offered me to pay me and I never accepted any of his money. Never asked for his money. You will never find it. I have no idea, locksmith. What up, champ? Never asked for his money. You will never find it. I have no idea, locksmith. Champ. Y'all let champ know. Y'all let champ know. Y'all let champ know to come on back up here. Y'all let champ know. Y'all let champ know to come on back up here. Drew, there was no edits. Go tell Charles to bring up all his text messages. Go tell him. Drew, exactly right. Exactly right.
I don't know. I won't get this shit clear though, man, because y'all got my name mixed all in this bullshit, bro. I ain't never wanted no money from you getting no money from Charles. I didn't want none of this shit, bro. Like, name mixed all in this bullshit, bro. From you getting no money from Charles, I didn't want none of this shit, bro. Like, what I don't like is at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm running my company over here, and I knew nothing about this shit at first, bro. Like, what I don't like is at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm running nothing about this shit at first, bro. I knew nothing about this. I've never wanted no money from you getting no $3,000 from Charles, though, my nigga. Like, I told you to do whatever you gonna do. That was on you. I kept saying
First
that
of all,
I didn't want
KB,
none of this.
hey, I'm
Do
gonna.
whatever you gonna do. That was on you. I kept saying that I
First of
didn't
all,
want
KB,
none of this
hey,
to
I'm gonna
do
tell
with
you
it.
right now, bro. Like I said, if you think that I'm lying, go ask him to bring any fucking receipt where I've ever asked him for a nickel. There ain't one. There
And I
ain't
don't,
one.
me personally, I don't think you lying about not asking him for no money. I believe you ain't probably asking him for $1. I don't get that. Ain't got shit to do with me though. You feel me? As far as that part, that's whatever y'all talk about on that end. That's on y'all. But far as that ain't got shit to do with me though. You feel me? As far as that part. That's whatever y'all talk about on that end. This shit with my motherfucking name being mixed up in this shit. I never told you nothing about going to get no money from Vonn, no 3,000. I mean, from this shit with my motherfucking name being mixed up in this shit. I never told you nothing about going to get no money from Vonn, no 3,000. I mean, from Champ, no $3,000, trying to split no $3,000 with me. This whole time, bro, I didn't want nothing to do with none of this shit because I knew nothing about none of this shit at first.
KB,
I was trying to split no $3,000 with me. I didn't want nothing to do with none of this shit because I knew nothing about none of this shit at first.
KB,
At all.
that never that listen, that text, hold on a second. Are you trying to say that when I was on the phone with you typing that text and telling you that I was typing that text, you're telling me I'm making that up?
Making what up?
What we're saying
What the fuck you
is,
talking
we
about?
was on the phone with Charles.
Say that when I was on the phone with you typing that text and telling you that I was typing that text, you're telling me I'm making that up?
Making what up?
What we're saying, and Charles had to tell us what the fuck was going on, and you beeped in, and then we talked to you.
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
was going. That's what was going on right
I'm
there.
talking. I'm not. Well, first of all, you're talking about a story that he's twisted to y'all. I don't give a damn what he said to y'all. I'm talking about what.
That's what was going on right
I'm
there.
talking about a story that he's twisted to y'all. I don't give a damn what he said to y'all. I'm talking about what we talked about. I told you once I knew he was trying to play you and play me that I was 100% texting about what we talked about. I told you and play me that I was 100% texting that text to him. Period. And that's
And you
exactly what
text
I
that
did.
text, but that ain't had nothing to do with me. And I'm like, I want some money
We
from it.
didn't even know.
No,
You read
you
us the
said
text
that. You read me the text
We
that
didn't
you
even know
text,
what
bro.
you.
Percent texting that text to him. Period. And that's
And you
exactly what
text
I
that
did.
text, but that ain't had nothing to do with me. And I'm like, I want some money
We
from it.
didn't even know. You
No,
read
you
us the
said
text
that. You read me the text
We
that
didn't
you
even know
text,
what
bro.
you texted him.
That's it. Like, goddamn, I don't know where all this shit coming from.
If the
And
story's
this
gonna be
internet
told, it
shit,
need
bro,
to
is
be
just
told
going
right.
too far, my nigga. Like, for real, bro.
Wow, man,
I don't
that's
know what's
crazy.
going on with
Charles
this.
is actually, everybody's playing the victim, but the real victim is Kentucky boy. His name is the one that's being ran through the ground.
And so is mine. And so is mine. And the reason why is because he wanted to fucking try to use me because he fucking was trying to give me some big story about fucking KB begging him for fucking money every goddamn day. All to the point that they had to block his fucking phone number. I got all the text messages.
Charles, he needs to stop
Begging him for fucking they had to block his fucking phone number. I got all
putting my name in it. Everybody needs to leave us out of it. We don't got nothing to do with this. Nothing. We found out this at the last minute. Y'all was talking. That was conversations you and putting my name in it. Everybody needs to leave us out of it. We don't got nothing to do with this. Nothing. We found out this at the last minute. We doing nothing. We found out this and
I'm speaking the facts. I ain't talked to this motherfucker in 2 weeks.
All of it was new to me. I didn't know he was calling you, talking negative about me until you told me this shit. At the end of the day, like I said again, that man said that he wanted to invest in that show as well. You feel me? Show as well. You feel me? I didn't know nothing about what you had going on the side of him and asking him for this 3K and saying this shit wasn't paid for.
See, man, here
I
we
knew
go
nothing
again.
about that.
You keep
I knew
insinuating and
nothing
saying
about
that
that.
I'm asking him.
This 3K and saying this shit wasn't paid for.
See, man, here
I
we
knew
go
nothing
again. You
about that.
saying I'm asking him for 3K. I've never
This is what
asked
he
him.
said. You said, bro.
You keep
I knew
insinuating and
nothing
saying
about
that
that.
I'm asking him for 3K. I've never
This is what
asked
he
him.
said. You said, bro. I don't know nothing about. That's all I was saying. This is what this man is saying. This I don't know nothing about this shit. That's what I'm saying. That end, I know nothing about on that end, bro.
Okay,
I don't know nothing about this shit. That's what I'm saying. That end, I know nothing about on that end,
okay,
bro.
so let me ask you this. Why did you want me then yesterday afternoon? You called me. You have been
Yeah, I
wanting me to
called you.
fucking
I
get this.
called you.
You have been wanting me to
I called you.
expose this motherfucker for a
You can't.
month.
You no. Let's be truthful now. If we're gonna be real, you said the man had did some shit and he didn't come in and you was gonna expose him. I said, okay, do whatever you gonna do. Okay. At the end of the day, I called you the other day and I said, well, damn, goddamn, Charles ain't came through on the show, bro. You probably need to go on and expose him. Then if he's not gonna come through on his business, you probably need to expose him. That's exactly what I got. Not gonna come through on his business. You probably need to expose him. That's exactly what I goddamn said. But the whole time didn't know that you was talking to Charles, and then you was, you know what I'm saying, never knew that you was talking to Charles and all this other shit was going on, bro, about this Nashville trip and this studio not being paid for. I knew nothing about none of this shit that y'all was talking about on the other end. None of it, bro. That shit's wild to me, my guy.
All right, man. Look, I'm not going to have this conversation on here in front of all these people, bro. I just know what it is. And I know that you know this motherfucker is full of this. You know this dude is.
And I said that yesterday. What the fuck do I got to keep on saying, my?
And I know that you know this motherfucker is full of this. You know this dude.
What the fuck do I got to keep on saying, my nigga? I said that yesterday that the man hadn't came in on some shows, goddammit.
All right, let's just call him out on it. I
said that yesterday. Oh, goddammit.
All right, let's just call him out on everything. Let's just call him out on everything. Just like he was going to buy me a Ferrari and your wife a drop top. Let's call him about that and how he want to go build a pizza place in Mississippi on top of yours. I mean, dude, let's get real. Why are we sticking up for a mother top of yours? I mean, dude. Let's get real. Why are we sticking up for a motherfucker that's done nothing but run you down and me?
That's it. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, bro, I told y'all last night that
why are we sticking up for a motherfucker that's done nothing but run you down?
Hey, listen, at the end of the day, bro, I told y'all last night that the man, and I don't know how to say it again, bro, that the man, and he agreed to it, that the man done came and he done lied saying that he was going to do night, that the man, and I don't know how to say it again, bro, that the man done came, he was going to do things and he didn't do it. I said that last night and the man agreed to it, bro. He said that he was sorry and he has done things like that, brother. I exposed that last night.
Man, he's done a lot more than fucking sit there and lie.
And I actually just said that in J-Wags Live, Vonn, like that's all he does. He's made all these false promises to people. He's going to do this.
The man agreed to it.
I can't believe for the life of me. That's what don't make no sense for the life of me. All this dude has done is fucking lie, and we're sitting here having a fucking problem.
And he agreed to it. That's what I'm trying to. That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, why is anybody trying to defend this motherfucker?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what that don't make.
What I'm trying to. That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, why is anybody trying to defend this motherfucker?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense here.
No.
None to me.
When he come on the app, bro, what did he say? $50 million he made a month.
It don't make no sense here.
No.
None to me.
When he come on the app, $1 million he made a month for every year for 10 years. That means he had $500 million. Three-way call with a rancher in the town that Charles said he had the land, and the dude said he ain't never heard of him. There ain't a 13,000-acre ranch in Winona, Texas. That's a word for fucking word what he said. And this was a month and a half ago when that shit happened. 13,000-acre ranch in word for fucking word what he said. And this was a month and a half ago when that shit happened. We knew that shit a month and a half ago.
And like I said, Vonn ain't never asked this motherfucker for a goddamn nickel. You were in the live last night, Kentucky boy, when he said, and I asked him, won't you admit to all these fucking 300 people that I never asked you for a goddamn thing? And he said, I've never asked him for nothing. So there ain't been no Vonn asking him for no money.
That's exactly what he said.
And you also heard me ask him and say, how many times have you offered me money for my time? And how many times have I ever taken? I've never taken nothing from this dude. Nothing.
That's what I said. He's bitching over there, bitch.
Have I ever taken? I've never taken nothing from this dude.
That's what I said. He's bitching over there, bitching about over a fucking interstellar. For real. If you really want to put it in TikTok terms, a fucking interstellar's got his panties in a wad. Shit.
And no, and listen, what we all know, and that's what I'm saying. Why the fuck are we defending this motherfucker? What we all know is really going on. He never had no intention of doing no golf cart shit. It was all just for what he could get from me and get from other people. That's all it is what he can get out of something. He had no intention of doing no fucking golf cart fucking shit. That's just a fucking story. Just like hey, how many shows has he done with you, KB? How much money has he ever gave you and fucking say he was going to do? Plenty. And what's he done for your mom to help her out in her shit? Nothing. How many people he said, what you and fucking say he was going to do? Plenty. And what's he done for your mom to help her out in her shit? What about the guy that was supposed to go down there that you know about, KB, that was supposed to get a certain amount of money to working down there and the motherfucker shorted him on his pay? Man, so if we're going to sit here and talk and try to stick up for this motherfucker, what are we really doing?
Yeah, and he was. This is the thing. Somebody in the chat just said he was trying to get 3K. Vonn knew damn good and well. Vonn knows all these deals that Charles hasn't followed through on. He knew. This is the thing. Somebody in the chat just knew damn good and well. Vonn knows followed through on. He knew he wasn't getting his 3,000 after he done fucked Vonn around on the follow through on. He knew
He this motherfucker's money.
he don't. That's what I'm saying. He don't need his money. He was trying to do fucking dude a favor. Literally a favor.
Because see, that's the thing, is Charles keeps running around out here like selling a fucking piece of fucking fool's gold and fucking fake fucking gold. And I'll tell you why. He keeps saying that the studio time is paid for and all time is paid for and all this shit. KB knows it ain't been paid for yet. I know it's not been paid for yet. Not because KB ain't got the money or that it's not going to get paid for. It's simply because it's not even been invoiced for yet.
Yeah, and y'all are still at the studio. Y'all don't even know how much it's going to cost anyways if you're still there.
So every single thing that comes out of this motherfucker's mouth is bullshit. And that's why when I called KB last night, I said, I'm going to text this motherfucker, and this is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's shit's crazy, man. I mean,
and the reason why I said, I'll put it up here again. Fuck with this motherfucker because he's been doing nothing but playing games to you and playing games to me. And I said, if that stupid motherfucker wants to fucking send fucking 3K, we'll split it. Laughing, making a fucking joke of that, making a fucking joke of that comment that I just made, because that's why I made sure, because I knew now the truth after talking to KB is that Charles was supposed to go in on a show for KB. And told KB the truth after talking to KB, supposed to go in on a show for KB. And told KB that he would go in on a show with Charles. Well, guess what? He didn't. And wasn't planning on it. And that's when he wanted to use me to try to get out of fucking trying to deal with KB. That's why he dropped the fuck out of the box the other day and fucking had to apologize to me because he didn't want to fuck with KB. That's what he told me on the phone, because KB was supposedly...
It's a tour that's happening for Bobby Smyrna. Anybody can look it up, goddammit. Official Bobby Smyrna on motherfucking Instagram. KB ain't got to lie about a motherfucking thing.
That's my whole point here. This is the shit that Charles said. And so what?
Got to lie about a motherfucking...
This is the shit that Charles said. And so because I hadn't talked to KB for a few days, KB just said that, just like I've been saying that said. And so because I hadn't talked to KB for a few days, KB just said that, just like I've been saying this as said. And so a few days, KB just said that, just like I've been saying this entire time. I didn't know what the fuck was going on with KB's business. I'm not in KB's business, so I don't know nothing about a show. But when I talked to KB finally yesterday, he told me business, so I don't know nothing about a show. But when I talked to KB, he told me that Charles had told him he was going in on a show. Well, what did Charles do? He backed out again, surprisingly, right? Well, that's why I said on my behalf, backed out again, surprisingly, right? Well, that's why and KB's behalf. Man, I just talked to KB. He said he had to use the 3K for a show. Is my understanding y'all were supposed to do together. I did that to let him know
that he's full of fucking shit and he's caught. Because he had been never told me that he was paying for a full of fucking shit and he's caught. Because he had been never told me that he was paying for a fucking show for KB. This isn't because I was actually saying KB don't have the money. It was just playing his game. If anybody knows anything about life on how you test a motherfucker, that's what I let him know. That he had to use the $3K for a show you were supposed to pay for yet again. That's the reason
Charles
why
first
I said
surfaced,
what I said. For yet again. That's the reason why.
When he first surfaced on this app, there was a large creator, I'm not going to say his name. He told everybody that was in his life on this app. There was a large creator, I'm not going to say his name. He told his life, he is full of shit. And he was 100% in his life. He is full of shit. And he was 100% right.
Yeah, Vonn's been right the whole fucking time, man. This dude is a scamming bastard, and that's all he's ever done. This dude is a scamming bastard, and that's all he's ever done. I've called. Vonn was on the phone. He'd heard the dude say there ain't no ranches, and Vonn actually went and asked him 10 minutes later what the name. If you have a 13,000 acre ranch that you bought, everybody knows it, and it ain't nowhere near that size. You buy a 13,000 acre ranch, for one thing, you spent probably 8,000 an acre, whatever 8,000 times 13 is. That's a lot of fucking money. And an acre, whatever 8,000 times 13 is, that's a lot of fucking money. And you're gonna know the name of that ranch. We knew right then he didn't know who it was.
And let me tell you something. And Champ can either say this and agree with me or not, but I'll tell you this right now. When I feel like somebody's fucking with my life, or fucking with friends of mine's lives, which is exactly what's been going on with the empty promises to KB, the empty promise. When I feel like somebody's fucking with my life or fucking with friends of mine's lives, which is exactly what's been going on with the empty promises and all the bullshit fucking stories and everybody else that we know about, for y'all say it's scamming or what? If that motherfucker would have sent me $3K, I would have split it with everybody else that we know about. For y'all say it's scamming or what? If that motherfucker would have fucking KB or whoever the fuck else wanted the goddamn shit, because I don't got time for motherfuckers like that. And if you want to call that a scam, I don't give a fuck. What that's doing is taking from the fucking crook that motherfucker is and the liar. I don't give a fuck how y'all want to twist it and turn it. The reality is the dude is fucking full of shit. And I knew there was never no money coming to me. There was never no money going to KB. There's never no money going to. The reality is the dude is fucking full of shit. And I knew there was never money going to KB. There's never no money going to nobody. And the other thing that I'll tell you is I don't need this motherfucker's money. Money going to KB. There's never no money going to nobody. And the other thing that I'll tell you is I don't need this motherfucker's money.
No, and fuck that dude, man, and his money. And
money going to KB. There's never no money going to nobody. And the other thing that I'll tell you is money.
No, and fuck that dude, man, and his money. And he is a liar. That's all he's done since he's been on the app. You can't believe nothing that dude says.
Because I'll tell you right now, if this dude 500, like if you he's a fucking slime ball. He's a fucking slime ball.
Dude, he's chasing clout to get people to come in there and listen to those AI fucking songs.
Slime ball. He's a fucking slime ball.
Dude, he's chasing clout to get people to come in there and listen to those AI fucking songs.
Now he's supposed to be giving away trucks and cars. If you come in his live, he's going to be playing games at night. He's going to be giving away this and that. Y'all know better.
Hey,
Y'all know better.
Hey, KB, what kind of drop top were you going to get, bro? Because this is the Ferrari he was going to buy me and give me after he bought you. This is the Ferrari he was going to buy me and give me after he bought you out and had me do Creed stock for me. He was going to get this Ferrari for me. He was going to put me in it after. What kind of drop top was he going to get you? I mean, this shit's whack. I can't even believe we're sticking up for a motherfucker like that.
It wasn't me. It was he told my wife that he was gonna get a drop top Mercedes.
Even worse. There you go. So I was gonna get a Ferrari. KB's wife was gonna get a drop top Mercedes. God damn, bro. I mean, was gonna get a drop top Mercedes. God damn, bro. I mean, you want to talk about somebody deserves to be the fuck off the app? Listen, Ask World Champ and Kentucky Boy can confirm this. How long have I really wanted to fucking call this motherfucker out? How long has it really truly been?
Shit, a while. It's been a while. Well, and he needs called out, dude. People like this don't need to be roaming around on the app. And he's too old anyways, man. The old shit, a while. And he needs called out, dude. People like this don't need to be roaming around on the app. And he's too old anyways, man. The old dude, he's probably got dementia or something, you know, and I ain't trying to talk bad about him, but man, it's too crazy. The dude is too damn crazy to be, dude, he's probably got dementia or something, you know. Man, it's too crazy. The dude is too damn crazy to be on here all the time. And he apparently don't have no money because he's trying to do all these deals and shit and ain't got no money. You know what I mean? Dude is too damn crazy to be money because he's trying to do all these deals and shit and ain't got no money. You know what I mean? Vonn, if you ask me for some money to go do some songs, how long did it take me to get you some money to do some songs?
I stayed off this guy is simple. I felt that he was getting a lot of shit. I know Savage was on his neck. I know there's plenty of people on his fucking neck. So I was like, man, I don't want to be that guy to pounce on a motherfucker. So I just took the high road. But now that this dude wants to come on here, after I had excused myself from this motherfucker, let's make this make sense. I removed myself from this dude for 2 weeks. I hadn't talked to him. Then he comes in my live. I didn't even pull him up. One of my mods pulled him up, which is fine, whatever. They don't know any different because I don't fucking gossip. So one of my mods pulled him up, and then mods pulled him up, which is fine, whatever. They don't know any different because I don't fucking gossip. And then Heat and KB comes in there, and Charles drops. Why? Because he was running from KB. Because according to fucking Charles, KB just bugs the fucking... Charles is just a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Period.
When did he start off lying, Vonn? Didn't he say he was going to help you bury your dad? Did you tell him that?
Yeah. I forgot about that, champ.
He has lied from day one when he
You
come
know
up
what?
on his
I forgot
fucking
about
app,
that,
he's lied.
champ. When my father passed,
I didn't forget.
when my father passed, remember when he had to go confront J-Wag and call a bit. He came out of nowhere. He came in my live and was talking all this shit. I didn't know who the fuck he was. Then remember when he had to go confront J-Wag and call a bit. He came out of nowhere. Shit, I didn't know who the fuck he was. Then he went over to J-Wag and said, watch this, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to go tell these guys how it is. And he goes over there and runs his mouth, and I come back over and he thanks me. And then I remember at the end of the night, he's like, man, I'm going to get with you on Monday. I'm going to get with you on Monday and help you out with your fucking your father's, funeral and burial. At the end of the night, he's like, man, I'm going to get with you on Monday. I'm going to get with you on Monday and help you out with your fucking your father's. That dude never sent a fucking bloody. With you on Monday and help you out.
Forget your armies.
No, never sent nothing. I remember us talking about it.
So what?
What up, y'all?
What's up, man?
Man dropped from 47 down to 42.
That's how it is, man. He never don't have no truck, and J-Wag don't have no ZR whatever. Whatever. He ain't gonna have shit. He won't have a Volkswagen Bug. Y'all mark my words on that shit.
It ain't never gonna happen.
No,
We were all
that's what
told
he
from
does
the
to everybody
beginning.
on the app. He ain't gonna have shit. He won't have a Volkswagen Bug. Y'all mark my words.
It ain't never gonna happen
Everybody
again.
on the app. No,
We were all
that's what
told
he does
from the
to everybody
beginning.
on the app.
Listen,
When
I'm
he
gonna say
first
this.
come on this app, we were told.
People
He's full of
can
shit.
take
He's broke.
people can take this however the fuck they want to take this. But y'all know what my kids mean to me, and I will say it on
Shit, he's broke.
People can take this however the fuck they want to take this, and I will say it on my when all he's done is trash him religiously off of this. When all he's done is trash him religiously off of this fucking app. When all he's done is trash him religiously off of this fucking app. I know how KB gets. I know he gets fucking mad. I didn't need to add any more stress to fucking KB because I know he don't like this TikTok shit. I don't like this TikTok shit. That's why I don't fucking get on here much anymore. Because of this dumb, ignorant shit right here that people are literally defending scumbags like this fucking guy, and what's causing me in problem right here, that people are literally defending scumbags like this fucking guy, and what's causing me in problems with me and KB when I got big shit going on in Nashville right now. People can laugh all the fuck they want. Nobody knows who the fuck is all involved in this shit. It started with 2 songs, now we're doing right now. People can laugh all the fuck they want. Nobody knows who the fuck is all involved in this shit. It started with 2 songs, now we're doing 3. I mean, there's players fucking wanting to be a part of the project, flying from LA just to come lay bass parts.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy.
So there's a lot happening in a positive way, and I'll be goddamn if I'm going to let a fucking sorry motherfucker like this guy interfere with that shit. I was up till 6:50 this morning having to deal with this piece of shit that's done nothing but fail KB, all empty promises, me never even asking this motherfucker for shit, and all of a sudden, hey man, I'm gonna fucking wire you money. I'm gonna wire you money on Thursday for golf carts, man. When are you going to Nashville? Can you push that back so you can get to Florida and start it? Who do we got that you can trust to get on the golf cart? I said, Charles, I can push the fucking shit back a week. Wire you money on Thursday for golf carts, man. When are you going to Nashville? Can you push that back so you can get to Florida and start it? Who do we got that you can trust to get on the golf cart? I said, Charles, I can, and DC can go. DC quit his job. I can bring DC in here right now. I mean,
yeah, Bulldog.
I can, and DC can go. DC quit his job. I can bring DC in here right now. I mean,
yeah, Bulldog. I seen that. I got you, bro.
It's insanity. I mean, it's stone cold insanity that this dude just talks all this shit when I never asked him for a nickel.
Bro, he got arrested for writing a bad check. How the fuck's he got $500 million?
Oh shit! Did he really get arrested?
When I never asked him for a nickel.
Bro, he got arrested for writing a bad check. How the fuck's he got?
Oh shit! Did he really get arrested?
I swear he did, bro. He was telling us last night that the police had the wrong person.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
And he assaulted a pregnant woman. I swear he did, bro. He was telling us last.
Yeah.
A pregnant woman and got arrested, and they expedited into Pinellas County in Florida.
Damn. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. It ain't, dude. He has. I mean, ever since he's been on here, so the $50 million a month for 10 years straight. That's fine. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. It ain't, dude. He has. I mean, ever since he's been on here, so the $50 million a month, $500 million. We know that's fake. Hell, me and Kentucky Boy called that shit out within 10 minutes. Why would you be on TikTok if you got $500 million? If I had $500 million, I'd have people hired to get on TikTok and talk shit.
Hey, world champ, I got him last night. I said, if you're worth $500 million, why? Hey, world champ, I got him last night. I said, if you're worth $500 million, why the fuck? Because on his background it says that he put his house up for collateral for his John Deere equipment, and he said, so I can write that shit off for taxes. If you're worth $500 million, it says that he put his house up for, and he said, so I can write that shit off for taxes. If you're worth $500 million, you don't need to write off John Deere equipment on taxes.
Dude, no, you have money in stock CDs.
That shit off for taxes. If you're worth $500 million, you don't need to write off John Deere.
No, you have money in stock CDs in the bank. They put people with money like that, man. They put CDs in the bank and borrow against that fucking money. You know what I mean?
Hey, world champ, is this wrong? If you own a business and
he's in the bank, they put people with money. You know what I mean?
Hey, world champ, is this wrong? If you own a business and you owe $100,000 in taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you go out and take that $100,000 and buy a business vehicle, pay cash for it, you wipe that tax away, right?
Basically, a lot of it, yeah.
Yeah. He tried to say no, you had to file it 5 years straight or some shit.
No, you can file it in a 1 year deal. You don't have to year it out like that. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah.
This is what I'd like us to do. I would like everybody
year it out like that. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah.
This is what I'd like us to do. Everybody in here to think long.
Hey, Savage, me and you need to talk, bro, off this app, man. You dig? Like, yeah, me and you need to talk, my nigga. Me and you need to talk, bro. Yeah, me and you need to talk, my nigga, for real. You know what I'm saying? Dope said that, you called and told him shit or something about me or something like that, bro. So, yeah, we need to talk off this motherfucker, my guy.
He said, I told you what?
Told him something about me or something like that, bro. Guy.
He said, I told you what?
Told him something about me. That's what the nigga said last night. I stayed up to 8 o'clock going at it with that nigga. He said he bought a ticket to come to Nashville. So I told him just buy one way.
I didn't talk to him on the phone.
Oh yeah, on my people. Yeah, buy one way ticket. That's why I told him. You ain't going
One way thing. I didn't talk to him.
On a side note, I want all of us right now in this chat, 300 people, to think long and hard about all the stories that he has told on this app and tell me the ones that are truthful against all the shit that we've heard that ain't.
There ain't none of them truthful. Not from the beginning, from the fucking get-go. Everything he has said, he was told when he first come on this app, from the beginning, from the fucking get he has said, he was told when he first come on this app, when he went in King's live, I was over there, King told him he was full of shit, he was fucking broke as fuck, and that was the damn truth, and I think King even blocked it. He went in King's live, I was over there, King told him he was full as fuck, and that was the damn truth, and I think King even blocked it. And I didn't want to bring up his name here.
I was in that live too.
You was in that live. Then you remember, okay?
Yeah.
King's smart. He's intelligent. He knows. He reads people.
Yeah.
Well, I
King told him
remember
to show
what he
them
said.
Ferraris on. I was in that live too.
You was in smart. He's intelligent. He knows. He reads
Show
what he
them
said.
Ferraris on
I've
camera.
been watching this shit. I've been watching him run from one platform to the other, and watching what he says.
Listen,
His shit. I've been watching him run from one platform to the other.
listen. This guy has trashed. He's trashed KB. Now he's trashing me because he knows that I know. Now he knows that I'm onto his shit. You know. Now he knows that. Now that he knows that. And here's the other thing. Ask if I'm hiding anything. If I've been fearful of anything that I have told Charles, anything. I want you guys to use your thing. Ask if I've been fearful of anything that I have told Charles, anything. I want you guys to use your head. If I have been fearful of anything that I have told Charles, when I have talked to Charles, when KB's not been around or whatever, if I'm fearful of anything that I've said to this motherfucker, I want KB to tell you how many times. I want KB to tell you how many times I have had KB on the phone while I'm trying to call Charles on a three-way. Because there ain't nothing to hide on this side of the track.
Yeah. No, I believe that. And I'm gonna tell you this something about Vonn that you either know it or you don't know it. When that dude said that he was gonna pay to get his father buried and didn't do it, Vonn at that moment knew exactly what Charles was about. I promise you that. I 100% promise you that. So within the first 2 weeks of Vonn, yeah, I was in Keen's live when he come in there. So he come in Keen's live. Keen was like, yeah, you can show us pictures of it and shit, but show us to us in your driveway. You know what I mean? Them Ferraris and all that shit. He couldn't do it. Well, he was freaking taking pictures off the internet and putting them on his phone, saying that he took them off his bus and shit. You know, getting stock pictures. You could reverse search them on Google, and you could find the exact pictures that he took offline. I mean, it was that simple. He didn't know people knew to do that.
Was.
And
and he said he was full of shit, and he is. He said he was broke. He was acting like he got more money than King.
Yes.
He ain't got shit.
He ain't got nothing.
He ain't got nothing.
And he sits over there and lies, and you know, like in J-Wag's box, I can't, you know, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the truth. I know what the truth is, and I'm trying to get over down there to the bottom of it. Well, to get to the bottom of it, you got to start back at when he first lied about coming on the app, making $50 million a month, and then he lied about giving Vonn some help for his dad to get buried, and then he lied about the size of his ranch, and then he posted them pictures in fake ass cars that anybody could have posted, and then he then he got called out.
Oh, don't forget. He told everybody that he had $1 million studio, y'all. And then you saw this fucking studio, you could buy that shit for $1,500 off of Amazon. This $1 million studio. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And then the whole thing with the fucking what was it? The land, dude. You was on that phone call, Vonn. What did that dude say? Ain't no fucking way, bro. You know, I mean, literally, that he wouldn't know the name of that ranch if he owned it. You know?
No, dude,
Right.
absolutely. Come on, let's be real, bro. That's like saying you don't know the name of the fucking street you lived on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what it's like saying, shit, that dude, he don't have shit. He might have a few 100 acres over there in Mississippi. I don't know. I ain't
Sweet,
even checked on him.
sweet money, sweet money. The reason why Champ, I mean, I know a lot of people listen. A lot of people get twisted sometimes with how Champ moves on here, but I know when Champ and what Champ is usually doing. He always kind of gives me a heads up most of the time. Sometimes he fucking, I'll get off and not know what the fuck's going on, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But usually he's just smartly gathering information. But here's the thing: Champ is known about all of this shit, all of it. I talk to this dude every fucking day, and have for dude. We may have gone 2 days where we haven't spoke, in fucking
Over
9 months.
Yeah, shit, it's been longer than that. Fuck, it's already April Vonn to the next year. So, you know what I mean?
I mean, listen. Do you know how old it is, y'all, for me to get on here? I have been attacked since I have got on this fucking app. You know what I mean? Which, listen, I understand in the beginning being a new guy and all that shit. I get it, man. You know what? I wouldn't believe half the shit I probably have said out of my mouth either. If I ever heard somebody saying a lot of the shit that I've said that I've done, I probably would second guess it too, to be honest with you, to be fair, because it's a lot. But how many times do I have to keep coming with fucking receipts over and over and over and over and over again to where it gets to a point that have you not learned that I'm not going to speak unless it's fucking factual?
Yeah, and this is another thing, guys. I've got every fucking receipt saved in my profiles. All I got to do is go hit look where everyone can see them, and I pull the receipts right back up. I mean, I've got them all. I mean, literally everything saved in there. I showed y'all my receipt thing on my phone the other day. I have 21,000 pictures, 5,000 screenshots. I mean, no, 63,000 pictures. I've got receipt after receipt after receipt. I've got a lot of receipts. Plus, whatever's on here, I get shit sent to me on a regular basis. Like, and I know that, yeah, and whatever y'all saying in the chat about me and Vonn can, I don't have to talk to Vonn for a week. I'm still going to have the same stance, just like over in J-Wag's Live earlier. I was not going to admit to anything that Vonn did wrong because I know he didn't do nothing wrong. You can't deal with people that are liars or freaking, what are they called when they lie all the time? Habitual liars. You cannot believe them, man. They're going to just lie. And he fits right in over in that area. So
Exactly. Wasn't he run off over there and now he's back?
yeah, he went over to the other side, from what I understood.
Yeah. Yeah, and he got run off.
And not only that,
And
you
then now
have
he's back.
the own trailer park people losing faith and seeing the truth, and they're leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, he a pathological liar. Yeah, that's up. What up, Kevin?
Pathological, yeah.
You got 77K, Bougie? That's a lot.
Not only are they pathological, they're hypocrites.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, he just needs the clout. Charles needs clout where he can get his music pushed out there that ain't nobody gonna buy.
It doesn't even sound like Charles.
No, it ain't Charles. Let's be real. I mean, that's some type of robot. Boo, what up?
You know what's so crazy, and what's crazy about this entire thing is this motherfucker was in here this morning.
Yes.
Savage was in here. Nicole was in here. Abby was in. This dude this morning said to everyone that I never even asked him for no money.
Yep.
I mean, he said that after he went over to Alpha and J-Wags Live yesterday. He said he came in here after, and I pulled his ass up when I seen him in the comments, and he admitted that he was wrong and that I never asked him for no money. And now here he is again running with the same story.
He said it at least 5 times.
Savage, you got any fucking old pictures of Charles?
I sit back and watch, and I see a lot, y'all. And y'all don't never hear me talk or say anything, but I had to say about this because I've been watching a long time.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if
And
Charles.
but King's a wise man, and I listened to him. Like you said, you was in there, and we knew what was going on then.
Yeah, King called him out within 5 seconds, man. Literally 5 seconds.
Yes, he did.
I know
I just
that,
didn't
and
want to
I
say
don't
his
even watch
name.
King. I don't even watch King, and I know that.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm telling you, he
yeah.
did in
We
5
just
seconds.
knew from the beginning, though. When he first come on this app, it don't take long to figure him out anyway.
No, not telling big stories like he was telling. I mean, those were huge stories. Like the richest person I know is worth $100 million. He owns. He's prosecuting P Diddy right now in that case, the P Diddy
Yep.
case. He owns 7,000 acres of land, and he's rich as anybody that I've ever seen in my life. Rich, you know what I
Well, a
mean?
wealthy man don't give his money away. That's why
No,
he's wealthy.
no,
And a
yes,
wealthy man doesn't talk about it.
exactly.
I grew up in the Bay
He
Area
sure
with
ain't gonna give it.
multimillionaires and billionaires in the San Francisco Bay Area. Jobs, all those guys. None of them talked about their shit.
Yeah. Well, and a dude just sent me
Exactly,
something
Vu.
when he come in Keen's live too. He was talking about when he came in Big Keen's live, he was telling people that his wife
Right,
had
Chuck.
cancer and he had to take care of her. Now all of a sudden he has cancer and he wants to make sure his wife and kids are taken care of. So when he
Right.
first come in there, he said his wife had cancer and he was taking care of her, and now he has cancer and he wants to make sure his wife and kids are taken care of. So I don't know. I mean,
Trauma.
yeah,
That's trauma dumping. That's
I
trauma
forgot
dumping.
about that.
But wouldn't that
That-
require a living will or trust
Yeah, I don't know.
in
I
order
don't.
to
But
take care of your family?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's got a will or something.
But the math ain't mathin'. That's what I'm.
No, no, he didn't.
So hold up. So hold up here. Hold on for a second. So this is where Charles was. This is one time he talked negatively about KB. Because I'm tired of this motherfucker. Right above it, he was talking about something, and he admitted and correct. You have never asked. He was insinuated about money. I come and spend time just as any other dude. You have a great reason for helping, not just to buy a bag of fucking Ruffles like them. I said Ruffles. That's funny. The sad. This is him. This is him saying this. The sad
stop
thing
it.
is, KB led the charge. KB led the charge. He calls and texts me all hours of the night asking me to come throw. I'm going to have to let him know. He just started this. I said, "Damn, sorry to hear that, brother. I didn't know that was happening. Didn't mean to bother you, brother. You about the only one I feel understanding is." I said, "You're not bothering me." And he said, "I'm going to turn this around. Let them know. Let them throw on me, then I'll just turn around and dump it on you." So who's the scammer? Let them throw on me, then I'll turn around and dump it on you. Sitting here acting to KB like he's his fucking buddy, and then sitting here trashing him that he fucking talks to him all hours of the night to come throwing money. This dude is a full of shit, and that's just like the small things. I've got fucking countless times of conversation. Every fucking thing that I have been saying that this motherfucker has said to trash
Yes,
KB
Ash.
and everybody else is he's a dude's a fucking clown. Period. And I'm sick of anybody sticking up for this fucking clown. And if you are, it's very, very strange because if you're finding a reason to stick up for him, it sounds like you may need something because I don't need nothing from this motherfucker. And I was really trying to avoid this.
Me
I
either.
didn't really want to even come at this dude like this. I have known about this dude from the very beginning that he's full of shit. I just knew everybody was already at his neck. I didn't need to be somebody else. But the fact that he come up here trying to twist fucking stories, now I've got a problem.
Right.
Yeah. And it
Yeah,
sounds like a bunch of gaslighting bullshit.
that's all it is. And he's doing it in front of 300 or 400 people because he don't have access like that to people. If he
Correct?
don't come up with some loud ass story that he never planned on coming through with, anyways. I mean, he's just telling a story, loud ass story that he never planned on coming through with, anyways. I mean, he's just telling a story. Need to be doing. I mean, using favors, that you typically wouldn't want to use unless somebody's being serious, and the dude ain't serious. I mean,
No. And it's a bunch of breadcrumbing and gaslighting. And
yeah,
Katie ain't what this guy is trying to make him to be at. KB has
No.
always come out to be like a very humble fucking dude.
Yeah, KB ain't trying to
No.
fuck nobody, but Charles is. Charles is trying to run up in,
Yes.
between KB and Vonn.
That's exactly, you just hit the
Yes.
nail on the head right there. He's trying to come in between me and KB because why would that'd be like World Champ asking me what would, or some, actually not World Champ because he knows. That'd be like somebody down here in fucking, in this chat that don't even know nothing about me or don't, no, actually World Champ, we can use it. World Champ coming to me and say, how much would it take to fucking buy Kentucky Boy out? How much would it take for him to get him gone so me and you could do business together? Why then in turn he comes and acts like he's buddy with KB. Y'all make it make sense. Make it make
Yep.
sense.
That's some low bullshit right there.
And then in turn he comes and acts like he's buddy with KB. Y'all make it make sense. Make it make
Yep.
sense.
That's some low bullshit right there. And you and KB have been friends for a very long time, and he doesn't understand that, and he's trying to ruin it.
But there's nothing he can ruin unless it's allowed to be ruined. That's
No.
why I do not feel bad at all sending him the text because I threw out the dig calling his bluff. And the reason why I called his bluff is because he's been talking. He came to me with this bullshit story. Like, you see what I mean? It'd be one thing if I reached out to him and said, hey, Charles, you know what? I'm up here in Nashville. I haven't talked to KB. I'm really getting scared. You know what I mean? I left the whole fucking world to stop and come up here, and I haven't fucking been able to get a hold of KB, man. You know what I mean? Can you fucking loan me some money, buddy? Can you send me some money? I really need it because KB's gone ghost.
Yeah.
That ain't how it went. He
No.
contacted me, spinning a fucking goddamn show story, and the KB needing the money to come to me because he didn't want to give KB the money and he needed an excuse in his mind to justify why, once again, he was going to let somebody else down.
Right.
Because he's full of fucking shit. And so when I said what I said, I meant it. Because when I said, I let him know because I wanted to see what he was going to say. That's called a test. It's called playing poker. It's called finding where someone is. It's called chess. It's called checkmate. So when I said, hey, man, because that was the first time I knew that KB told me that Charles told him he was going to pay for a show. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Charles told KB that he was going to pay for a show because Charles told us something, the different story. So once I told KB, I believed KB. And then when I believed KB, I said, hey, I'm going to get this motherfucker and we're going to fucking call his bluff on both ends. Hey, Charles, KB didn't send that 3K because he needed to use that 3K on the show you said you were going to pay for. And now because he had to use it for that, I'm out. And guess what? He flipped his lid because then he knew he was caught.
Exactly.
And now because he had to use it for that, I'm out. And guess what? He flipped his lid because then he...
Exactly.
And that's what fucking people ain't getting or seeing here, y'all. I didn't need that fucking clown's money.
No, that's exactly what he did, man. Bad as I hate to say it.
And he was so fucking mad. He got out of character so bad. He said, fuck me and my dad and all this fucking shit. Started saying, fuck.
Bad as I hate to say it.
And he was so fucking mad. He said, fuck me and my dad and all you and your dad. I'm going to put a bullet in your head. I'm going to put you right next to him. All kinds of shit. All that shit. All of it.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your dad. I'm going to put a bullet in your head. I'm going to put you right next to him. All kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to put you right next to him. All kinds of shit. All that shit. All of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but really
I'm going to put you right next to him. All kinds of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but really
I'm going to put you right next to him. All kinds of shit.
Yeah, but really he was in the beginning.
That's exactly right.
Dude, this is my thing. If a dude comes on here and tells me $50 million a month for 10 years, and then the first place I call is a 13,000 acre ranch, a guy that's worked in that area his whole life, and that just validated to me if there was one ranch that could be 13,000 acres, and he didn't even know the name to the 13,000 acre ranch he bought. So that told me right there enough. You know, he was a liar. That's it. So that told me right there enough. He was a liar. That's it. Yeah, from that day forward, I didn't believe shit he said, and I ain't never gonna believe shit he says. He can come over and tell me the sky. Yeah, from that day forward, I didn't believe shit he says. He can come over and tell me the sky's green right now, and I look up and it's green. I still won't believe it. Anything like that. I believe shit he says. He can come over and tell me the sky's green right now. Still won't believe it. Anything like that. Dude, don't tell the truth. I mean, a habitual liar. Somebody said that earlier. That's exactly what he is. Dude, don't tell the truth. Somebody said that earlier. That's exactly what he is. Shit's pathetic.
Trump gal, what's up? Did you mean to come up?
What?
No,
Vonn, all he wants is clout. That's all the dude's sitting up in these boxes for, clout. Try to get numbers
I'm
for his
sorry.
run.
No, you're fine. You can stay.
No, I didn't mean to. I was trying to tap the screen.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're always and fucking here's a little bit about what's going on, and he wants to stick his chest out and go confront J-Wag that night. I mean, he didn't even know what the fuck's going on.
Had no idea. No. Hey, I want to tell this. Tell some. Yeah. No. Hey, I want to tell these. Tell some people something. Hey, I got an interview at 8:00 next Friday night. Everybody in the chat, sign up at Serotonin's link. She's got a link in her bio. Y'all all go sign up for it. We're trying to make it the biggest interview she's ever done. All that good stuff. And it'll be good too. But come back over to Vonn's when y'all get done.
Signed up, Bubba.
Yeah, y'all go sign up for real. I want to make this a big one for her.
You know what the thing is, man, is
Vonn's when y'all get done.
Signed up, Bubba.
Yeah, y'all go sign up for real. I want to make this a big one for her.
I would have never have done this to this motherfucker, bro, until he fucking started, and still he tried to twist all this shit. You know what I mean? Period. Fucking period.
Yeah. Yep, I know, man. And it's sad, dude. I don't want to do it to him either.
And then somebody said something. And then somebody said something about J-Wags wanting to know why I didn't come to you or Kentucky Boy about the golf carts. It's because I didn't need, nor do I need anybody about J-Wags wanting to know why I didn't come to you or Kentucky Boy about. I didn't need, nor for the golf carts. It's something that I already been working on. But Charles, once he talked to me about it, and I talked to about it, already been working on. But Charles, once he talked to me about it, and I talked to about the idea, he wanted to be a part of it. He thought it was a genius idea, and he was going to fucking, without any fucking shit, he was going to wire money all of a sudden, just randomly, just going to wire money. It's exactly what he said. Any fucking shit, he was going to wire money all of a sudden, just randomly, just going to wire money. It's exactly what he said. I'm going to wire money on Thursday, man. Bro. Dude, I told World Champ about the golf cart idea a long time ago, just like I told him about another idea that I'm trying to work on as well. I never have had to ask Champ for none of it because I don't need World Champ's help.
Yeah, and he did tell me. And I know, dude, I'm telling you, if Vonn knows it, I know it. Pretty much everything. Pretty much almost at that instant, Vonn tells me. There's nothing that goes on this app that I don't know about if he knows about. Now, I might sneak off in a box in the middle of the night doing something, and Vonn, nothing that goes on this app. Now, I might sneak off in a box in the middle of the night doing something, and Vonn don't know about it. He knows about it, but he don't know about it. But he definitely, the next time I talk to him, he will know about it, and it'll be the next day more than likely. So,
Amy Sue.
He don't know about it, but he definitely know about it, and it'll be the next day more than likely.
Amy Sue, J-Wag, and listen, Amy Sue, J-Wag, and those fucking clowns and a fucking flock of nerds over there. They have been trying to fucking hurt me on this app. Amy Sue, J-Wag, and listen, Amy Sue, J-Wag, and those fucking over there. They have been trying from fucking over there. They have been trying to fucking hurt me on this app from fucking the very beginning, y'all. They cannot stand. They want to take cheap shots every fucking moment they've got. So Charles is like, what they don't realize what they've got. So Charles is like,
what they don't realize is their content is coming from one of the biggest fucking liars on this app. I mean, let's just be real. The $50 million a year man is coming from one of the biggest. I mean, let's just be real. The $50 million a year man.
Somebody's trying.
I mean, let's just be real. The $50 million a year man.
Somebody's trying to come up.
Who?
One of them is trying. Somebody's trying to come up. One of them is trying. I don't know what it. Hold on. He been in this box trying to come up here. I don't know what it. Hold on. He been in this box trying to come up here.
So it's you literally have. They're leaning on a guy that we all know has told more lies and stories on this app than he's told truths.
Yep.
Like, they're leaning on a guy that we all know has told truths.
100%.
You know, I mean, let's be real. And then you're also talking about, you know, I mean, I'm not even going to talk about exactly Trump gal, and it's not, and it doesn't come as a surprise. Alpha started exactly Trump gal, and it's not, and it doesn't come as a surprise. Alpha started this bullshit, and then he wanted to fucking. It was his moment to talk shit about me. I mean, we know that. I mean, it's exactly Trump gal, and it's not, and it doesn't come as a surprise. Alpha started to talk shit about me. It's. I mean, we know that. I mean, it's a very simple what this is. But you know, it is what it is, y'all. They're all fucking.
Well, you know, Alpha and J-Wag are going to give the dude a box man to come talk and guarantee you he can keep coming back. Alpha and J-Wag are going to give the dude a box man to come talk and guarantee you he can keep coming back and all that till he keeps talking, you know, keeps the story going, keeps people watching, and
Drama numbers.
I bet we got as many viewers as they do right now. Keeps people watching, and
drama numbers.
I bet we got as many viewers as they do right now. I mean, you know, closely.
And they'll twist the fuck out of everything.
It's not a competition. This app is not a damn competition.
No, it's not.
Why do they keep making This app is not a damn competition.
No, it's not.
Why do they keep making competition out of it? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, it's not a competition. It sure isn't.
No.
Yeah, it's not a competition. It sure isn't.
No.
But yeah, it's
I'm saying
yeah, it's not a competition. It sure isn't.
No.
But yeah, it's
I'm sitting over here on the live with one person. I'm just as damn happy. You know, I really am. I do this every day. I'll spend 10 and 20 hours on here. I might have a box full, might have one. But I'm just as good as anybody else on this damn app.
For sure.
And Vonn's one. Anybody else on this damn app. About the only one that'll let me in his box. When I come in and request, he lets me up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, every time. Erotic RN, Alpha and J-Wag are irrelevant without creating drama. You're right.
That's right.
Oh yeah, every time. Erotic RN irrelevant without creating drama.
There's nobody by
relevant without creating drama. You're right.
That's right.
There's nobody by that name up in the box, Rocket.
Oh, thank you, Jesse J. You're sweet. Oh, thank you, Jesse J. You're sweet. Thank you. Come in the box, Jesse J. Jesse J.
Jesse.
Creamy Buffalo. I already done found out who Wee Woo is. J-Wag and Dapper. I already found that out tonight.
No.
Oh, really?
It's not either.
Wee Woo?
Wee Woo is I-O. I-O. When he's talking about people calling the popo, he says, wee woo, wee woo.
Yeah, I know, but
That's
somebody
it.
in that chat made that. You think that's Wee Woo then? I-O? the screen
I don't
name
know.
out?
He's the probably he. IO is the one that started. IO is the one that started
up, brother?
saying, "Wee woo." Came from IO.
Yeah, I knew that come from. I knew that.
People
Let them
just been
up.
saying it. People just been saying it, but he's the one
Yeah,
that started.
we'll let anybody up that wants to come up.
I mean,
Whoever
do you
says.
not think it's weird that Charles is up in J-Wag's live, Alpo's live, you know
Every
what I'm
night.
saying, then coming over here? I think he's just trying to mess us up, you know what I'm saying?
He ain't gonna fuck up nothing.
He's been in
I mean,
there
I know
for the
he's
past
not, but I'm just saying, I think that's what his intentions are.
and he's been in there for the past couple
Okay,
nights.
Yeah.
so I've been watching both of this.
And he's been in there for the past couple
Okay,
nights.
Yeah.
So I've been watching both of this and everything, and it's a bunch of high school drama shit. I know Charles personally. I have sold Charles all of his high-end vehicles.
You liar.
And one day, Charles had walked in and stroked a check for a Ferrari and a Lamborghini off of my showrooms.
What's the name of your showroom?
The name of my dealership is Dallas Cars of Texas.
Oh yeah,
in Dallas, Texas.
What's your real name? I'm gonna call up there tomorrow and buy one.
Okay, my real name's Jason. You can call it 972-741-2133. You probably don't have enough money to even call me, but anyway.
That's the dealership.
So what
Do I
about
need to
your?
say
What
it
are you
again?
saying about Charles? What are you saying about Charles?
I've been watching you live and stuff. Y'all been talking about how he don't have a dollar, he don't have this and that. He actually does. And I don't give a shit about all the high school drama and stuff, but the facts are the facts and stuff like that. I watch the stuff between him and
Jason. What's the address where you're? What's the address of your company?
Dallas Cars of Texas. You can look it up online.
No, I said, what's the address? Get the fuck out
on
of here.
Harry Hines. You can look it up online.
No, I said, what's the address? Get the fuck out of
on
here.
Harry Hines.
Get up, bro. You're fucking a clown.
Courtney snoring, bro?
You're full of shit, bro.
It's Courtney snoring.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason. Good try.
I'm full of shit because
Hey, good try, my guy.
bless
Hey, come
your
up with a better fucking cop out next time, my guy.
That's cool.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I just told you who the name of my dealership was.
Yeah,
you
and
can
I
look
asked
it
you
up
what your
online,
address.
dumbass.
I asked you what the address was, and you hesitated about that. You hesitated about every fucking thing. So you know what I mean?
11616 Harry Hines Boulevard.
Yeah,
you dumb
I know.
fuck.
You had plenty of time.
Deaf or something?
You had plenty of time now to look it up, my guy. Listen, you're full of shit. You don't know Charles. You don't know nothing about Charles. So, and if you do, go get.
Okay, actually, I know him very well. I've been selling the guy cards for 9 fucking years.
I don't believe
you can look
that.
at my dealership and you can look it up online. It's www. I've been selling the guy cards for. Look at my dealership and you can look it up online. It's www.DallasCarsOfTexas. I can spell it because you're pretty much dumb.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate your effort, buddy, but it did not work.
No,
here.
but what? Tell me what?
It just didn't work here. Your story,
Exactly.
Your story is a crock of shit, and so then you and I both know here. Your story,
Exactly.
Your story is a crock of shit, and so then you and I both know.
Look it up, motherfucker.
I can look
it up.
I mean,
it's not. Dallas Cars of Texas. It's really simple.
I can fucking have all that.
Look it up, motherfucker.
I can look
it up.
It's
not Dallas Cars of Texas. It's really simple.
I can fucking have all that shit and tell you that.
Go
as
ahead,
well.
look it up, and let's talk in a minute when you pull it up, dumbass.
Hey, do me a favor. Bring his portfolio up on everything that he's bought from you. Hey, do you have a dealer's license?
Thank you for the heartening.
Absolutely, I do.
What
10925 Texas. Thank you. Anything else you want to know?
Yeah. So you're the owner of Dallas Cars of Texas?
I am the finance manager and general manager. Payman Zamani is the owner of it.
Okay, so that's you.
Anything else you want to know? Because obviously you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I didn't come on here to talk to little guys like you. I came on here to talk to somebody that has some clue what's going on.
I know. Hey, and you know what, my guy? So what all of you sold to him?
And one day I sold Charles a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. And one day, a guy stroked a check for $570,000. And I'm going to tell you the story. I don't need to lie. I don't need you jocking me. I don't need to jock Charles. I'm just going to state the facts because I really don't give a fuck because all this is high school drama to me, and I'm sitting here drinking whiskey.
You're right.
First
so
day Charles ever walked up to me.
But what I'm saying is, what relevance does this have that he bought a high-end
whiskey.
car? Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter that he's still a fucking lying motherfucker. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Them two cars didn't come from the same place. As I remember, they come from two different places.
Absolutely, they did. They were no, sir. That is absolutely wrong. They were on my showroom on the same day. In the same day, he bought the Lamborghini and the Ferrari from me. The first day Charles walked up on my lot 8 years ago, I thought I was going to have to give him a bottle of water.
He told everybody. That he bought one of those from Miami, my guy.
Yeah, he did. That's the truth.
And that's a fact.
He bought a Gallardo he bought a Lamborghini Gallardo out of Miami. Okay, Charles has bought 7 Bentleys from me and stuff. So here's the thing about Charles. Charles changes cars like shoes and underwear. Charles would walk into my dealership and come in and go, hey, I want that Lamborghini, I want that Bentley, and I want that Tahoe. I sold Charles the same Corvette 3 fucking times. This is true story. My right hand to God.
But what I'm saying is, what does this have to do with the fact that he's still a fool of shit? He don't make 50 million a year for the last 10 years.
Shut up, really.
He don't make 50. He ain't made 50 million. He ain't made 50 million a year for 10 years, my guy. Period.
Okay. I'll listen to you when you're done. I'll go ahead and speak.
I don't need to hear
your
story. I know that for a fact.
Right. Why would he be on TikTok?
How do you know that for a fact?
Because I know it for
I'm not going to tell you. I know it
for a fact.
Charles probably promised him something too.
Exactly. Because you're talking out your ass and you don't know any better.
I don't need to sit here and
talk
talk
about you
about
a car
my
too,
resources, my guy.
Yeah, and we have heard Charles, man. I don't know if you've been on here listening to him, but he has come on here and said a bunch of lies, man.
Right.
I mean, in front of all of us. Hey, drop.
Listen, I've heard all that, and I'm not saying he didn't say all that shit.
Okay,
I'm not saying he didn't say he was going to buy your mom a car and your dad a car and shit like that. But I'm reading all the comments. I'm just stating the facts and shit. I know for a fact because I had to get his bank statements the first time he bought 22 Ford Transit Connects from me in one check. This is the first time I ever met Charles. He walked up on my lot, and I thought I was going to have to give the motherfucker a bottle of water and some, $1 because he looked homeless. He bought 20-something Transit Connects for his business. Had to get a copy of his bank statements and stuff like that, and there was $4.5 million in one account. Okay, that's one account.
That's fine, but that's a far cry from 500 million, my guy. So anyways, all I can say, dude, is here's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't give a fuck on this guy. I don't care what kind of car. Fine, but that's a far cry from 500 million. All I can say, dude, is here's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't give a fuck what kind of cars he's got. I don't give a fuck nothing about him. All I know is he's fucking lied and manipulated a lot of motherfuckers on this app. And that's really what it comes down to. I don't care if he's got 2 nickels to rub together. I don't care if you got 2 nickels to rub together. That's why I'm cool with everybody, no matter how much money they got, no matter how much money they don't have. That shit don't fuel me.
You don't have to show your bank account, like how much you have in your bank account when you buy a car.
He bought 26.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all, man. When somebody walks in to buy 25 Transit Connects from me, and they just walk in and say they're going to write a check, would you just be like, sure, I'll take the check? No, you're going to verify funds. You're going to verify the legitimacy of what they're trying to do. I've been doing car sales for 27 years. I've been in finance for 22 of that. I'm not going to insult you or anything, but
No. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why you would take a check anyway. I mean, that makes no sense. I mean, I would understand like a cashier's check or something like that. It's something you wouldn't have to verify, but I don't understand why you would have to verify somebody's bank account and how much money's in it.
But here's the deal. At the end of the day, bro, like it doesn't even matter. Like that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter if he's got. And I've even told Charles this. I don't give a fuck if you got not a pot to piss in or you're worth fucking $5 trillion. Like none of that shit matters to me. Just don't fucking go around here, bro, and say you wrote songs and you're the one singing on the motherfuckers when it's all AI shit.
He got on my ass for saying it was AI. He literally went off on me and
singing on the motherfuckers when it's all AI shit.
He me in Gordo's live.
Don't come on here and fucking tell a single mom that you're going to help them with a court case with her child and then fucking bail. Don't come on here and fucking use my platform
and say, man, I'm going to help you with your, the burial of your fucking father. Motherfucker, I didn't even ask you for nothing. Why are you telling me and offering?
No, I get that. I get that. And that AI singing.
Motherfucker, I didn't even ask you for nothing. Why are you telling me and offering?
No, I get that. That AI singing bullshit. I'm not on board with any of that shit. I get that, man. And that's me and Charles are friends, but I'm also the type of person to call bullshit when I see it.
So
I don't fuck with that AI shit,
bro. That's all I'm saying. That's really what this comes down to. None of us really care what Charles has. It's just like, bro, be a motherfucker with integrity. Like, dude, are you going to go shake a man's hand and tell him, or a woman, and care what Charles has? It's just like, bro, be a motherfucker. Go shake a man's hand and tell him, or a woman, and tell him, hey, man, I'm gonna do something for you, or I'm not gonna like. Why offer? Why intrude yourself into somebody's platform and tell them, hey, man, I'm gonna do something? Why intrude yourself into somebody's platform just to use their platform to get your goddamn shitty ass song out there?
Yep.
And know that you're full of shit the entire time. You know what I mean? Like, just look, you're in my box right now, bro. I don't want a goddamn thing from you, and you're still here.
I get it. Here's the thing about Charles, though, and people with money, and Vonn, you probably know this. Y'all smell bullshit. There's a lot of people that come at you when you have money that come with bullshit to try and get the money. And I can tell you this right now. Charles has a $500,000 worth of equipment sitting on my land in East Texas that I just bought that is cutting down all my trees to develop my house pad for me and has asked for $0 from me.
Does anybody want to somehow got
It's kind of a smart.
So it's not like he
right
straight buys it then.
He did what now?
It's not like he just buys it out in cash, correct?
Yeah, no, he told everyone that he paid cash money for all that equipment.
Oh,
And
but
he
then
does. That's what he does.
No,
that
yeah.
because
he just buys it out in cash, correct?
Yeah, no, he told everyone that he paid cash money for all that equipment.
that's what he does.
No,
that
yeah,
because
no, I understand.
one after 3 years you're out of warranty and stuff too. So
Yeah. No, I understand that,
But
and
anyways,
I really don't care what equipment he has.
Oh, I
yeah,
gotta.
I mean,
I know.
as far as promising people shit, I don't get.
Oh, I
Yeah,
gotta.
I mean,
I know.
as far as promising people shit, I don't get on board with that shit. If you're gonna say you're gonna help somebody with some shit, do it, or don't fucking say you're gonna do it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Listen, World Champ has a lot of money. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I have a lot of money. Not like World Champ's money, or supposedly Charles' money, or other people's money. Like my thing is, like, bro, why even offer things to people when they're not even asking from nothing from you? Like, I just posted receipts. This dude literally came in my live last night after running me down like he's doing right now, and literally said to 300 people that I have never asked him now, and literally said to 300 people that I have never asked him for $1. And he's also admitted that he offered to pay me for my time to help him, and I never would want, nor did I ever accept it. He admitted all this shit. So it's like, dude, which one are you, my guy? You're just running around talking for whatever store accept it. He admitted all this shit. So it's like, dude, which one are you, my guy? You're just running around where you can let people fucking run with. That's what I call bitch shit, bro. This dude acts like he's a stand-up guy where you can let people fucking run with. This dude acts like he's a stand-up guy. There's nothing stand-up about that. I don't give a fuck how much money you got or how much money you don't got. Like, I'm not going to come to you. Imagine, how would you like it, bro, if somebody came to you and you were just minding your own goddamn business, and they said to you, hey, Texas Super Jason, what's going on with you, brother? Oh, man, I got this, this lot or whatever I'm about to open, down the road, and you're doing your thing, man. Hey, bro, that sounds like a great idea, man. I want to fucking put $1 million on that. Well, it may pique your ears, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
It may pique yours. Okay, well, what's this motherfucker talking about? And then you sit there and he acts like, well, let me see your inventory list. What about how you do? And let me see your books. And you go into all this big, long bullshit and you waste a fucking week with this motherfucker, all to find out that he never fucking had no intention of fucking with you at all. He's just using you for wherever you're standing right now.
I'm not okay with that.
And that's all he's been doing to every motherfucker on this.
And I mean, this whole TikTok thing's new to me. I ain't seen all that shit, Vonn. I haven't seen it. I don't know about it.
Been doing to every motherfucker on this.
And I mean, this whole TikTok thing, Vonn. I haven't seen it. I don't know about it. I got on tonight. I saw the stuff. Facts are this: he has money. The other facts you're saying is he overpromised and underdelivered. I'm not okay with that shit. If somebody did that, fuck that. That's whack.
Yeah. And
Not
I believe
okay.
he's got money too, man. I do believe he has money. There's no doubt. As much like if he does have his, and
Not
I believe
okay.
he's got money too, man. I do believe he has money. There's no doubt. As much like if he does have as much land as he says he does, he definitely got money.
Yeah,
There's
he
no
has
way.
to have. He has to have money.
I can tell you this: in Texas, around Lake Fork, which is the premier bass lake in the U.S. It's one of the premier bass lakes. Exactly. I fish a lot of tournaments. Me and over 40 of my friends have stayed in some of the property that he has owned on Lake Fork. A lot of people could show their dick and call it 6 inches and it really be 10 inches. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of vulgar because I had whiskey, but dude's got 10 inches of shit. That's just how it is. But how you carry yourself is another thing. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Don't say I'm going to give you 10 and give me 4. That's what my girlfriend told me the other night. I was like, "Fuck her," you know what? Anyways.
Yeah, like this, like listen, bro. This whole entire drama that's going on that you're hearing right now, bro. This is the second time I think I've been on TikTok in 2.5 weeks because of this exact same shit you're talking about. I can't stand it either. But I have to feel like I have to come on here and defend myself because this fucking cat literally, I hadn't spoke to him in 2 weeks. After I just realized, like, bro, I'm not dealing with this dude's shit. It's all bullshit. So I excuse myself. I didn't come on this app and say that. I mean, nobody knows that I hadn't talked to Charles in 2 weeks. Nobody knows. I didn't come on this app and run this man down. I never said a bad word about him. I just went on about my day. So my thing is this. When he reached out to me just a couple of days ago, randomly, my thing is this. When he reached out to me just a couple of days ago, randomly, and apologized to me after he left my box because there was another gentleman in that box that he claims that he was having issues with over some show money or some shit like that. Well, he wanted to twist it because he wanted to act like, man, I'm reaching studio time that he's supposed to pay for you. Bro, he brought all this shit up on his own. Give me 1 second. Hold on. He brought up all this shit on his own. I didn't call him. And then when he said, listen, I'm worried about, and I just didn't want you to get all the way down there and there'll be a problem for you. I didn't call him. And then when he said, listen, I'm worried about down there and there'll be a problem for you with this studio shit going on. So I'm just letting you know that I'm here to help you, that if he bails on you, I got you. Bro, I didn't even ask this motherfucker for a nickel. So he wants to offer me shit and then turn around and act like I'm asking him? No,
so
bro.
The issue was supposedly like you and KB were scamming him. Y'all said, "Oh, we're going to get the money and split it." That's what I'm hearing is the issue. Is that was the scam?
No, it wasn't the scam. What the scam was, bro, is once I realized that he had lied to me. What the scam is he's been running around doing the same thing that he's done to everybody. He told KB he was going to invest the $3,000 for KB's legitimate show.
Okay.
So he wanted to back out and find a reason, an excuse, when he's telling me that he didn't even believe that KB had a show. So he's telling KB he's going to invest in his show. He's telling me he don't even believe KB is having a show. And that I'm going to be left hanging the bag. So then when and he was asking me about 20 fucking times that I even talked to KB, and my answer was no, I have not talked to KB, and that was the truth. He also asked me if the studio time had been paid for yet, and the answer is no, it still hasn't been paid for yet because it's not even due yet. So all of that's the truth. But then when I finally talked to KB informed me a different side of the story. So Charles was trying to play me and KB against each other. So then when that happened, What I said to Charles was a direct statement. I said, hey, KB had to use that $3,000 for a show you promised you were going to give him. I said, hey, $3,000 for a show you promised you were going to give him. And then that's when he erupted because he knew I was on his ass, that he had been lying to him and to me. He had been lying to him and to me. There was no scam because I don't need his money. But I can tell you now, with the way that Charles acted, if Charles would have sent that $3,000, and let's say you were KB, me and you would have been splitting that shit. You know why? Because, dude, it's been nonstop with this motherfucker for 2 fucking months. This motherfucker saying he's going to do shows with KB, saying he's going to help us nonstop with this motherfucker for 2 fucking months with KB, saying he's going to help a single mother out with a court case to help get custody of her kid back. All this, saying he's going to bury my dad's father. All this shit that nobody, single mother out with a court case to help get, saying he's going to bury my dad's father. All this shit that nobody's even asked for. Like, as far as me goes, I've not even asked this motherfucker for $1. So let me ask you something. If he admitted last night on here that I have never asked him for $1, where's the scam? There ain't one.
I mean, I see, bro.
Last night on here that I have never asked him for $1, and there ain't one.
I mean, I see, bro. I see where you're coming from. Like, I'm not. I mean, I ain't on here enough. I get bits and pieces, but from what you're saying, bro, I see where you're coming from. Like, I'm not. I mean, I ain't on here enough. From what you're saying, I get it. That's the only thing I can say is I get it.
It's like, here's the thing. Like, if me and your friends, let's say the roles reverse. Let's say you're my friend, just like I was KB's friend.
Yep.
And you know that there's a motherfucker jacking me around that's been promising this bullshit, undelivering countless times. And then he's telling you the opposite, that he's never promised me shit. He's never told me that he was going to do no fucking business with you or with me. And that's what he's telling you. And then all of a sudden you talk to me. And you've known me for 19 fucking years. And I tell you, bro, this dude told me countless times that he's going to send this money and fund this money. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to be known me for 19 fucking years. Bro, this dude told me countless times that he's going to send this money and fund. You're going to do? You're going to be, bro, this dude told me, you're going to do? You're going to be in this money. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to be a little bit pissed that he's trying to come between you and a friend. So I promise you,
9 years, yeah.
You're probably gonna do the very similar thing that I did, which was send that text saying, "Oh yeah, you're right. Vonn spent that money on the money you were supposed to give him for a show you promised to." Saying, "Oh yeah, you're right. You were supposed to give him for a show you promised to pay for." You see what I mean? It wasn't me asking him for nothing. It was just me saying, hey, he ain't got it because he had to pay for a show that you were supposed to pay. It was, you see what I'm saying? It was indirectly saying, bro, you're full of shit.
I'm seeing both sides of the street. I came on here to state the facts about Charles. And, man, actually, this whole TikTok thing is kind of new to me.
Crazy,
it's kind of like, wow,
this
is
in the world,
high school drama for grown.
Let me ask you about them 25 Connects. Was they new cars or were they used cars?
Used. All I sell is pre-owned vehicles and stuff. So the guy that owns my dealership, when I say he's got fuck you money and Charles money, the guy that owns my dealership has way fuck you money. They're Persians. Cars are their hobby. Real estate's their shit. Like money, they're Persians. Cars are their hobby. Real estate's their shit. Like, so Payman and Charles, they kind of formed a relationship. And when I say Charles would come in and go, I want that Bentley and I want that Lamborghini and that Tahoe, and he would disappear and come back 3 months later and he would trade the Bentley in for another Bentley. I don't have to lie to none of y'all. I don't need to gain shit from you. I'm not getting anything from y'all. I'm not trying to impress you or anything like that. Charles was that guy. Like he would come in and spend $200,000 or $300,000, and 3 months later come in and do the same thing.
But I'll give you a perfect. But I'll give you a perfect example. I didn't mean to cut you off. I mean, look at this. But this is where we're going with this. Like, look at this. Like here we go. Like why do this right here? Why do this right here? Because this dude was trying to use me for my knowledge, my information, what I know about the music business. He was talking to me about wanting to put some big live fucking festival on his house. And do you see right here where he's trying to send me pictures randomly of a Ferrari and then telling me that I will make sure you can afford it and you will leave with this car after this fucking festival's over. Like, bro, do you know how many people he's told he's going to buy cars for on here? He told KB's wife he was going to buy her a drop top the same time he's talking to me about buying this Ferrari. Just giving me this Ferrari. I mean, dude, let's be real. And I never asked, you see what I'm saying? Why? Same time he's talking to me about buying this Ferrari. Just giving me this Ferrari. I mean, dude, let's be real. And why tell me this? Why send me this shit? Yeah. I didn't ask for no goddamn car.
Yeah, no, I mean,
why tell me this? Why send me this shit? Yeah. I didn't ask for no goddamn car.
No, I mean, I see it. And then that's, I don't know all this stuff, man. And I don't know what's going on and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you, Jason, why he would say that.
This is why. That's straight from him. I mean, that was his name's Charles. That was from him. This is what it is.
No, I know that exact car. I know. Trust me, I have sat in the front seat of that California package Ferrari. I know that exact car.
Here's the deal.
Sat in the front seat of that California package Ferrari. I know that exact car.
Here's the deal. This app is about clout. So what he's doing is he's trying to use creators' names, like myself, that has a name on here, and other people's that have names on here, and fucking do whatever he can to get his name in the eyes of the people at all costs.
Is that what this app's about? Like right now, I'm looking at my little picture down in the corner, and it says 35 by it. I don't know what the fuck that means. You've got 35
coins. Like people gift you, bro. Like they give you
like right now. I'm looking at my little picture down in the corner, and it says 35 by it. I don't
like they give you 35 roses or something like that, or a donut and 5 roses. So when you get off here, you'll be able to cash that out. It'll turn into real money.
Yeah. No, that's real money. It's like worth a fucking 50 cents. You know what I mean? Something small.
I feel like I need to do a TikTok every day of the customers I deal with, because the shit you're talking about, I got them come in and I could probably make about another 100 or 35 coins a day with the funny shit I put on here.
Come on here and listen to certain things.
See, I don't understand
it's a lot
TikTok,
of drama,
bro,
and it's a lot of clout chasing.
Bits and pieces of what you hear on this app. You got to hear the whole story.
I'll tell you this. Last month I sold a car. I'll tell you this. Last month I sold a car to a guy that lives here in Flower Mound, Texas, and the kid makes. And I'm gonna tell you all this. I ain't gonna tell you his name. He makes $55,000 a month at the age of 23 from TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. 2 months. I ain't gonna tell you his name. He makes $55,000 a month at the age of 23 from TikTok. 2 months ago, I sold a car to a guy that on YouTube alone makes $60,000 a month. Bought a Bentley from me from YouTube alone and stuff. He does his daughter's hair. $6 a month. Bought a Bentley from me from YouTube alone and stuff. He does his daughter's hair. Single dad, does his daughter's hair, and I don't understand all this stuff. Like I'm looking at y'all's pictures. Like Vonn, you have 75.6 thousand. I don't know, 75.7 thousand up there.
That's how many times.
What does that mean?
The screen tonight. Yeah,
there's been
75,000 taps on that screen. You just tap.
I don't even know how
tonight. Yeah,
there's
been 75,000 taps on that screen. You just tap.
I don't even know how to like a screen.
Like where he's
to be
flipping
honest.
you off right there. Just tap that where he's flipping you off right there, and no more hearts will pop up. And then you try to fill that meter up there by his name. Keep tapping it real fast, and the heart meter,
like
where he's flipping you off right there, and no more hearts will pop up. And then you try to fill that meter up there by his name, or come up by his name.
Okay, yeah. So I did that. But anyways, here's the thing about me, man. I'm from Texas, and I will
come up by his name.
Okay, yeah. So I did that. But anyways, here's the thing is, and I will call it, if you're my best friend and you fucked up and said some shit you shouldn't, I will call it to your name. And if Charles said some shit he shouldn't, me and Charles are going to have a talk tomorrow about this shit. Because I don't play that shit, man. If you're wrong, you're fucking wrong, man. And if you promise somebody a Ferrari, well, goddamn it, you owe them a Ferrari.
That's the way I look at it.
I mean,
No, that's the way I look
Am
at
I
it.
wrong? Giving away cars and trucks too on his platform.
Yeah, and he gives away all.
You owe them a Ferrari.
That's the way I look at it.
I mean,
no, that's the way I look at it.
Am I wrong?
Giving away cars.
Yeah, and he gives away all, like he's got all kinds of shit, man, that he's giving away. Yeah, and he gives away all, like he's got all kinds of shit, man, that he's giving away, not sending out type shit.
Can I ask you something, sir? Did he promise you something to come on here and say this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Me?
Okay.
No, not at all, man. No, and
come on here and say this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Me? Man. No, and I'll tell you, my right hand to God in my kids' lives. No, ma'am. The only thing I've sold Charles 82 cars in the last 9 years. Man. No, and I'll tell you, my right hand to God in my kids' lives. No, ma'am. 82 cars in the last 9 years. 82 cars. Charles is developing my, and I'm not rich. And here's the thing about car salesmen. I'm a single dad. I got 82 cars in the last 9 years. And I'm not rich. And here's the thing about car sales. Kids, I do sell a lot of cars and I make decent money. But when you got 2 kids, you're damn near poor.
Yeah, I get it.
Kids, I do sell a lot of cars and I make decent money. But when you got 2,
Yeah, I get it.
Well, Jason, man, it was good to meet you, brother.
But anyway, already said and done. That has nothing to do with this,
brother.
But anyway, this TikTok shit.
Jason's got a bad connection.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. No, I think you handled it well, man, with that, Vonn, in my opinion. I mean,
DC, what up, brother?
What up, DC? So, but anyways, yeah. Handled it well, man, with that, Vonn, in my opinion. I mean,
DC, what up, brother?
What up, DC? Handled it well, man, with that, Vonn, in my opinion. I mean,
DC, what up, brother?
What up, DC?
Well, Angel, calm down with all them messages, man.
I love you.
Hey, y'all follow my new.
Angel, calm down with all them messages, man.
I love you.
Hey, y'all follow my new account up here if y'all are not following it, please. And don't forget about registering for Serotonin's interview. I got to get like 150 people over there.
DC.
New account up here if y'all are not following it, please. Serotonin's interview. I got to get like 150 people over there.
DC. Don't start with him now, Abby. You know how I get.
What up, T-Roy? T-Roy, what up, bro?
DC. Don't start with him now, Abby.
T-Roy, what up, bro?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Vonn, for advertising in your live, bro.
No, you're good shit, bro. It's all the
Don't do it again, champ.
I had to ask the dude, was he promised something? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I had to ask him, was he
question,
promised something?
Oh, look.
That was a good
Got a birdie
question.
hater in here.
Champ the cloud chaser.
Yes, for sure.
100%.
ABC.
10%. That's right, T-Roy. For sure.
100%.
ABC.
10%. That's right, T-Roy.
Is there a dog down there? It says Wolf. Yeah.
Hey, Abby.
So, yeah. But,
That was Thelma that said, hey.
Hey, Tom. I think Abby did too.
but anyways, guys, I got to get off. I got to go to bed in the morning. Don't forget about the interview next Friday. Follow me if you never follow me. But anyways, guys, I got to get off. I got to go to bed in the morning. My new account.
Hey, we already asked you not to do that again.
You gotta
champ.
follow me
And
back.
I probably got blocked on my other one.
my new account.
Hey, we were
I
asking.
do.
Already, I probably got blocked on my other one.
I
I
got
don't
Well,
know
blocked.
champ,
yet.
you better follow me back, man.
Travis.
Follow my
I don't know
main,
about
champ.
what is it?
Follow my AKA Thelma.
Okay.
That's my main. Yeah, this is just my backup. I'm
Oh, is that
live.
Okay.
Thelma? Dang, I didn't know that was you.
I
I'm
got you
sorry,
on this
Thelma.
one. I'll
Hey.
follow you, man.
Yeah, that's me.
Flames Talk,
I'm live on
Abby,
another on my main.
Okay.
DC, Angel.
Good night.
Night, brother.
I'm so
Good night,
poor.
bro.
I'm so poor. I got to work 2 platforms.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Hell, my account's probably banned, but all right, y'all have a good night.
Good
All right, brother.
night.
Good
All
Good
right,
night.
night,
champ.
champ.
Well, it's not that I'm poor. I don't have a good following, I guess you would say. Loyal people. I don't have enough loyal people.
Yeah.
But I'm good. I can go somewhere else and find loyalty, like over here. Or,
That's one thing
I
I
don't go
can
in many
say.
people's. I don't go in many people's boxes. I really
Yeah.
don't. Every now and then. But if I do, I go in there and go to sleep.
DC, you just waking up?
Oh my God.
He says, "Oh my God."
I don't know if I've ever slept that long.
No, bro. I mean,
Mm.
fuck, we didn't hardly get no sleep last night. I mean, I don't know. I just,
No.
no, bro. I mean,
Mm.
fuck, we didn't hardly just text Sean. I don't know if he's fucking sleeping or what he's doing.
I got woke up at 8:30 or 7:30 this morning.
The fuck, I didn't get to bed till 7:30 after dealing with this dumbass ignorant shit last night.
Girl, I got brought up into birdies and dopest shit.
I got 2 hours sleep. Went and had a tooth extracted. Come home, took a pain pill and crashed for
I
about
think
4
I
hours.
got
So I'm
4
gonna be awake all
hours.
night.
I think I got 4
I'm gonna be
hours.
awake.
I was
Yeah.
sleeping all night last night. Didn't know any of this went on.
Well, it's all bullshit. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, DC fucking DC heard. I mean, he's heard. I mean, if anybody knows me, usually, I mean, I don't like holding the phone up to my my fucking ear and holding it.
Yeah.
I just always just put my phone on speaker, and whoever I'm
Right.
talking to, unless it's like I feel like it needs to be private or something, then I'll
Mhm.
fucking I'll put it to my ear. But most of the time, I just fucking talk freely. And when we're on our way up, on our way here, Charles fucking doing something, then I'll
Mhm.
fucking I'll put it to my ear. But most of the time, I just fucking talk freely. And when we're on our way up, on our way, all is yapping and offering, and I mean, it's just like the one thing I'm not going to do is come to somebody and say, or let's just put it, I'm not going to insert myself into somebody's life and just randomly promise good intentions with no intent to do. I'm not going to insert myself into somebody's life and just randomly promise good intentions with no intent to do shit. You know what I mean? Like, who even does that weird shit?
Exactly.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
you don't have to explain yourself to me, Vonn. I know you're not a scammer. I mean, I know for a fact you're not one because, like I said, I talked to you here a while back when all that skit shit was going on with damn Alpo and Lauren, and I was like, "Why don't you do one?" And you're like, "Hell no, Angel. That's a
Like,
fucking scam."
well, the one thing is listen. I know Jill's in here. Jill. Jill's.
I'm not bashing on Jill or
I'm
nothing
not
like that.
talking about that, goddamn Angel. I'm not even talking about you right now.
Oh God,
Calm
I'm
down.
sensitive.
Calm down.
My thing is this: like, even with Jill can validate this. When I was in a bad place in my life, fucking last year, however long ago it was, she helped me. We all know that with the whole rent situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I paid her back in like fucking a couple weeks or whatever, 2 weeks, maybe 3 at the tops.
Yeah.
She told me she didn't even want it back,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't going to accept that. And she's in here; she can validate the tops.
Yeah.
She told me she didn't even want it back,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't going to accept that.
I remember that.
It was the premise.
You paid her like $250 one time or $250 one time, and then you paid her the rest the other time.
I don't know. All I know is the point is she didn't even expect it or want it back. But I told her that's what I was gonna do, and that's what I did.
It's the premise.
You always stick to your word, bro, no matter what.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say, like, I'm not gonna say that I've always done the right things. There's plenty of times in my life that I have let people down, but
your word's
tried
good.
to
That's
make
what
a
matters.
fucking conscious effort over the years to make sure that I don't let people down. I mean,
You know, I mean, I'm not a perfect man. I mean, so there's plenty of things I've done wrong in life, but I own those fucking things. I'm not going to come up here and justify and make a bunch of excuses on why I fucked up. Bottom line is, I've told you all a million times, I have fucked up. You know, period.
Everybody has.
Ain't no doubt if I needed something right now, ain't no doubt I could call you and you'd be there. Ain't no doubt.
100%. And I can tell you this.
Ain't no doubt if I needed something right.
And I can tell you this. Baseball didn't get me. I got me. It was my dumbass fault that got in my own way. I was the stupid ass that got invited to the big league camp and decided to go play a game of basketball, a pickup basketball with my fucking friends a week before spring training. And I blew out my fucking ankle. That was me. I got in my way. You know, and Sean recently has confirmed, even with music, I had a chance to get signed by around me. Like, I could have done that shit, but what is everything I'm about, which is loyalty, where does that come into play?
Right.
I mean, this motherfucker would have never even known about me if it wasn't for my band and us being out there on the road together playing the Warped Tour and the Jaeger Tours. He would have never have known.
Okay.
So it's like, how are you going to take me away from these guys because of these guys you also know of me? You know, so it's like, that's the thing, man. It's like, it's just, I have got, you know, so it's like, that's the thing, man. It's like, it's just in my own way, dumbass shit. You know, when I got in trouble fucking 16 fucking years ago, whenever it was, 2009, whatever, however fucking long that is. Yeah, 16 fucking years ago. That was my fault. Me having a felonies and shit on that's my fault. That's nobody else's fault. It's my fault. But you know what got me there? Was gambling addiction. That's what fucking put me down them roads. So I can admit that shit. Therefore, I can understand when people are struggling. I get it. I know what mental illness is. I understand it. I'm not going to make excuses for it. Admit that shit. Therefore, I can understand when people are struggling. I get it. I know what mental illness is. I understand for it. You know, that's just the fucking facts of life. And because of all of those fucking mistakes, though, that's just the fucking facts of life. And because of all of those fucking mistakes, though, and the successes, it's made me who the fuck I am today to be the strong person that I am. I'm still the same athlete. I just go about life doing a different thing the same way to be the strong person that I am. I'm still the same athlete. Go about life doing a different thing the same way. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I don't know. DC knows this about me. I don't know how to do anything half-assed, man. I'm either going to go all in and go down with the fucking ship. I'm not going to just fucking dip my toe in the sand. Why do you think I quit and walked away out to do anything half-assed, man? I'm not going to just fucking dip my toe in the sand away from horses and everything else that I was doing because I knew I had to go all in to try to give this one last fucking ride.
Yep.
Period. And if I fucking come short, give this one last fucking ride. Period. And if I fucking come short, I can always go back to the other shit because I believe in me that I can start something anytime I need to.
But you know what? You don't have to prove shit to nobody on this app, Vonn.
No, exactly. And exactly right. We're just talking. You know what I mean? We're just fucking, we're just sitting here talking.
I know, but people, you know, they want you to prove, ever since you've been on here, they wanted you to prove everything.
That's it.
Those people can go fuck themselves.
And they want you to prove everything.
That's it.
Those people can go fuck themselves.
And you did show receipts. You showed receipts on everything.
Vonn has been straightforward to the T since fuck themselves.
And you did show receipts. You showed receipts on everything.
Vonn has been straightforward to the T since day fucking one.
Yeah.
What's up, big dog?
And if nobody wants to take his word for it, then they should go over there.
What's up, Big T?
Right.
Should go over there.
What's up, Big T?
Right.
don't even think you meant to
I'm
come
the
in.
opposite.
Capital, what's up?
Somebody asked me for.
I don't even think you meant to
I'm
come
the
in.
opposite.
Capital, what's up?
Somebody asked me for a receipt. They can hang it up. I'll not show receipts for shit.
Capital,
If I
what's
have
up?
'em. I try to get along with everybody on here.
What about that? Bougie, what up, Bougie?
Bougie.
Bougie, what up?
Bougie, what up, Bougie?
Bougie, what up? Yeah, it's a good picture. It needs to be our album cover, I think.
I love that pic. I love that pic. That's got to be an album cover for sure.
Bougie, what up? Yeah, it's a good picture. It needs to be our album cover, I think.
I love that pic. I love that pic.
Really,
Yeah,
I have no idea, man. I'm not listening to it. You know what I mean? Like I say, at the end of the day, I know what the truth is. I don't need a goddamn thing from Charles. So I have no problem fucking saying exactly how Charles is and exactly what the fuck shit's been. Period. What he's agreeing about, I have no idea. Not like I say, I ain't listening to it.
KB knows what's up.
No, I sure as hell wouldn't listen to no more of it.
KB knows what's up.
No, I sure as hell wouldn't listen to no more of it.
DC's also, he was right next to me. He knows what Charles said. That's what DC tried to get to last night, but they dropped him. DC's also, he was right next to me. He knows what Charles said. That's what DC tried to get to last night, but they dropped him out of the box. So,
Right.
Nobody ever wants the truth to be told. That's just, we've all seen it,
Yep.
a million times. So,
Right.
it's just, we've all seen it,
Yep.
A million times.
That
they
finger
just,
keeps fucking with me.
Bougie.
They sure did, boy.
I'm not no.
That
They
finger
just,
keeps fucking with me.
They sure did, boy.
I'm not no money problems, Brandon. I can buy you I can buy your life now, Brandon. I ain't in no money problems. I don't need nobody. I don't need that shit. I'm not in no money problems, Brandon. I can buy you I can buy your life now, bro. I don't need nobody. I don't need that shit. I mean, so you got it twisted, my guy.
That dude.
Tonight I asked him for something. Last night I didn't ask him for nothing. I mean, it's like, which one is it, dude? You know what I mean?
He's offered like 5 times, and Vonn has turned it down.
Not to mention, he asked me to call him today. I ain't calling that motherfucker. What do I got to say about that motherfucker now?
Right.
You know, y'all heard him last night, man. You can call me tomorrow or whatever. Fuck, dude, I didn't call you.
Yep.
Right, Mark.
It's crazy.
I mean, now it's out there. Now it's out there. I've just basically have said everything that I know about him, that he's full of shit. I mean, now it's out there. Now it's out there. I've just basically know about him, that he's full of shit. So now I don't have to have conversations with him.
It seems like his money is tied up in equity, which I don't give a damn about his money. But like he told about those cars he's got, if something happened to him, his wife could go sell them and get money.
Yeah, Brandon, maybe you could, man. You ought to give it a try. Get to work. Let me know how it works.
About those cars he's got, if something happened to him, his wife could go sell them and get money.
Yeah, Brandon, out for you. Come report to your daddy next time you need to talk to somebody about it. I'll tell you all the tricks, big guy.
The problem is that his life
out for you. Come report to your daddy next time you need to talk to somebody.
The problem is it's based around the money he has or is in equity or whatever. And that's what he likes to flash, and that's sad. It's based around the money he has and that's what he likes to flash.
Yeah, but he's trying to catch clout on this app.
And listen, and I even told Charles off this app. I said, dude, I don't even care what you have or what you don't have, bro. If you don't have none of this shit, we can still be cool, man. Just keep I told him all I ever asked of you, this shit. We can still be cool. I told him all I ever asked of you, just don't waste my fucking time and just keep it fucking real.
Yes.
That's all. Just keep it real. You know, the man genuinely, at first I thought wanted some advice on that fucking festival he wanted to do.
Yes.
And you know what I tried to do is I tried to talk him the fuck out of it. I tried to tell him not to fuck with it at all. Because I said, dude, you're way in over your head. All this type of shit. But then when he went into this story that he wanted to leave a legacy for his family, he wanted this to go on for years and years and years when he's dead. All this type of shit. But then when he went into this story that he wanted to leave a legacy for his family, he wanted this to go on for years and gone and all this shit. You know what I mean? At that point, I understood, like, okay, well, maybe he's being fucking whatever. I'll put in some calls for you, man. So,
Anybody want the box?
you know, and DC knows the people that I called, and it's not like anybody can just pick up the goddamn phone and get them on the phone.
It's one thing to have a dream to do something, but when you're hit with reality about it, that's the difference.
Yes, see, Bougie, I didn't know.
Thing to have a dream to do something, but when you're hit with reality about it, that's the difference.
No, I've never heard about that. Buying a bus to follow. Yeah, I've never heard about. Oh, last I heard, he's got a problem with Gordo now. Is what he told me on the phone.
No,
he said that.
No, I've never heard about that. Buying a bus to follow. Yeah, I've never heard about. Oh, last I heard, he's got a problem with Gordo now. Is what he told me on the phone.
I don't have a problem with him.
That you were wanting to follow Gordo around?
No, he was saying, I guess, that he wanted to buy a bus so he could follow Gordo around.
Oh.
Mark, exactly right, brother. You're exactly right, dude.
he wants to live a pipe dream, which just isn't in reality right now.
I don't know how many times I heard him telling people that was him singing, and the AI songs that was him singing. That was his voice.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like him.
No, you can tell that person sitting there thinking like he's really trying to get these people to believe that.
Bro, I knew I knew from the very beginning it was all bullshit.
Yeah, I did too.
First night he came in Vonn's live and he tried to sing karaoke and he sounded horrible.
Yeah.
That didn't, like, when he started putting out that music, night he came in Vonn's live and he tried to sing karaoke and he sounded, like, when he started putting out that music, that two and two didn't click together in y'all's heads. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I remember that very clearly. Like, when he started putting out that music, that two and two didn't click together in y'all's heads. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I tried to sing karaoke on that karaoke speaker and he couldn't sing.
Yeah.
That song he said he wrote for you, and then I seen him like the next night over there playing it for other people, and didn't even mention that he wrote it for you.
Yeah, I was like, this dude, what's
I was like, what?
Well, and the other thing, dude, is what he's doing let's just be real. He talks about people being a scam. Well, what he's doing is a scam. Getting on here and saying that you wrote and you're the one fucking singing and you're putting songs out on fucking actual platforms where people fucking listen and he can get fucking potential quote unquote royalties over whatever the fuck he's doing. Like, that's all fake shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking fraud. Like, who put out goddamn songs like that and legitimately claim them as theirs?
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's a very important player in this whole thing that I talked on the phone with, and this person has laughed and called him a clown after being in his boxes.
What is it?
I've talked on the phone with someone when he first started coming around.
Yeah.
And this person has talked to me on the phone personally and would be laughing at him when he got out of his boxes and calling him a clown.
I don't doubt it. Christy, who was it?
I will private message you.
I don't doubt it. Christy, who was it?
I will private message you that.
He did write a song that I really like, and I wanted to do a video to it. It's that TikTok song. And I messaged
you that.
And I wanted to do a video to it. It's that TikTok song. I like that.
He didn't write it. The fucking AI did.
The AI wrote it.
Thelma, listen, all you gotta do.
AI wrote it.
Hey, Thelma, go download you an AI.
Well, I don't know who wrote it. The AI wrote it.
Thelma, go download you an AI.
Well, I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who wrote it, but I like it. But anyway, I asked him. I sent him a message. I said, "When's that song gonna be out?" I don't know who wrote it, but I like it. But anyway, I asked him. When's that song gonna be out?
Okay, Brandy, got you.
But then I asked him in his live, and he said, "Oh, he's when's that song gonna be out?" But then I asked him in his live, and he said, "Oh, he don't know why they hadn't already got it out yet." Well, I still ain't seen that song out.
A-Rod
I don't give a damn who. I don't care who wrote it. I like the song.
Right.
I wanted
Right.
to do a video to it. I'm just trying to find the song. Well, it ain't out there nowhere to be found.
No,
Yeah, because it's he
AI.
hasn't fucking released it yet. Along with all the other dumb shit.
The next George Strait. I'll never forget that video he put up. The next George Strait.
It has to be published, doesn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's fucking like really dumb shit.
The next George Strait. I'll never forget that video he put up. The next George Strait.
It has to be published, doesn't it?
Well, he's like kind of committing fraud with what he's doing. I mean, truthfully, that's like fraud in the music business. Like you can't do that shit.
No, you can't.
No.
And you can't get by with it. You might think you will, but you won't.
All I know is I keep
educated him on everything, and then he acted like he knew about it.
All I know is I can't wait for this.
So when you going to Nashville? When you going to Nashville, Vonn?
I'm already here.
He's there.
Oh, you are?
All I know is I can't wait for this.
So when you going to Nashville? When you going?
He's there.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're recording as we speak.
Oh, that's where y'all been. I've been seeing. Oh, that's where y'all been. I've been seeing you. Yeah, that's where y'all are. Okay.
I'm on my way to meet him in DC right now.
You're on your way
Are
where?
you? Come get me. Where you at?
Come on,
Come get
I'm
me.
just playing.
You. Yeah, that's where y'all are.
Right now.
You're on your
Are
way where?
you? Come get me. Where you at?
Right now.
You're on your
Are
way where? Father, yeah. I mean, of course, every one of them does
2
it,
hours.
but not to the. Every one of them does
2
it,
hours.
but not to the extent that fucking Charles is trying to act like he's the one that sang them fucking songs. Dude, auto-tune can't do that. It's not that good.
Though in those 77,000.
Dude, auto-tune can't.
Though in those 77,000 pictures on my phone or videos, I might have that karaoke video somewhere.
Thing is, that AI app that they use for that, all you have to do is put in searching words for each.
That's plagiarism. That's plagiarism.
It writes it for you. The music,
It'll write it for you. Yep.
phrases.
King told us about that a long time ago.
Yeah,
about that
Mark,
AI.
I don't know, Mark. It's the dude's. He's definitely a fucking character. He's definitely a fucking character.
When he said he wired that money, he wired it up on something else. That's what I got. That's what I feel.
Now?
Crazy.
How long you gonna be in Nashville?
For at least probably 7 to 10 more days.
Oh yeah.
No, probably maybe 7. For 7 to 10 more days.
Oh yeah.
No, probably maybe 7.
Yeah, we'll see.
I need to go to Kentucky, but
we start guitars
I haven't
tomorrow.
heard from my friend yet. Yeah, I'm only 2 hours from there. But I don't really have any use to come to work from there. But I don't really have any use to come to Nashville unless y'all were having a meet and greet or something.
I'm scared to go to Nashville.
Shit, we always.
But I don't really have any use to come to the meet and greet or something.
I'm scared to go.
Shit, we always. We're never scared to fucking meet with people and hang with people. I mean, shit, it don't matter.
Why are you scared, Bougie?
Because I've just heard so many bad stories about people getting rugged in like.
We ain't gonna let that happen.
Oh, you don't never. Well, I go everywhere I go alone, but I carry.
I don't really drink anyway.
I don't leave my drink sitting around anywhere or anything like that.
I'm always. I did drink the other night.
I can't walk. I can't walk Nashville. I used to go to Nashville all the time when it was It's changed. I haven't been up there since they've rebuilt it. It's huge now. I mean, used to be just one strip. You could park right in front of Tootsie's and get out of your car.
I'd probably end up like Morgan Wallen with some handcuffs.
Throwing chairs.
I'm just throwing something.
I need to make one
Not
trip
just
where I
throwing
can see it
chairs.
all. I've
Just
never
throwing that
seen
ass in
nothing.
a circle. I mean, honestly.
Need to leave the Broadway chairs alone.
Not throwing chairs, throwing that ass in a circle.
Tim, I'm in Nashville, Tim, and so is DC. I'm in Nashville right now recording, and so is DC.
What up, Tim?
In a circle.
Tim, I'm in Nashville right now recording, and so is DC.
What up, Tim?
Hey, Vonn.
Yo.
I have a record player. It's probably from the 40s. And I have some albums that are they're Hank Williams albums, and they're probably old, like when his very first ones ever. And I have some albums that are they're probably old, like when his
nice
in mint condition.
Worth something to the right buyer.
Yeah, it is.
Like I had to ask somebody how to use
nice
in mint condition.
Worth something to the right buyer.
Yeah, it is.
Just a record player the other night.
What?
It's that old.
Right on, Tim.
Yeah, it's a record player the other night.
What?
It's that old.
Right on, Tim.
Crank one.
Yeah, Tim works out over at Kelly Schoenfeld's place.
So, I mean, you know what? So, Amy. Vonn's popular.
Sounds like everybody's getting clout off of Vonn.
Crazy.
Yeah, it straight up is.
You haven't been to the White
Vonn.
Crazy.
Straight up is.
Right live because he has played and he has him and Sean who played on live recently. Right live because he has played and he has him and Sean who played on live recently.
Yep. They were like
I just like coming in and talking to Vonn every now and then.
They were like
I just like coming in.
Y'all
I'm
cut
running
into
my own
sleep
live
last
right
night
now.
though. Y'all cut into my sleep major last night.
yeah, me too.
I was mad. I was like, these motherfuckers won't shut up. And I was not getting out that live. I was listening.
No, I done fell asleep and missed it.
I fell asleep.
No, I had an ear. I went to sleep with earbuds in my ear.
I couldn't sleep. Got up about 2:30.
I do get earbuds every night.
Turned on, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I couldn't sleep either. I was so mad in the other chat, in the other live. My fingers were hurting. I was typing so hard.
You was going hard, huh?
I was last night. Yeah, I was. I was mad. In the other chat, in the other live, my fingers were hurting. I was typing so hard.
You was going hard, huh?
I was last night. Yeah, I was. I was mad.
You
and they're just jealous.
Whose live were you in, Bougie?
When they were in the other live before they came to Vonn's live. They were being like, J-Wagon Alpha short.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't stay over there and even listen to that shit. I ain't been going back inside.
They just mad because they don't get.
Saw that. I didn't stay over there and even listen to that shit. I ain't been going back inside.
They just mad because they don't get my money. Nobody gets my money anymore.
Nope. Or the views.
I got too many mortgages to pay. I don't think my dad's ever gonna come out the hospital. So I mean, they called me tonight at 10 o'clock. He can't. He's having trouble swallowing his medicine now. I said, well, he can eat his food. Why can't he swallow medicine?
Well, he may surprise you. He may.
I'm so fed up with that place. I told him if they didn't like their jobs, they need to go find a career they cared about.
Well, he may surprise you.
Up with that place, I told them if they didn't like their jobs, they need to go find a career they cared about.
Right.
I told the director of nursing all the way down that yesterday.
What, is he in an elderly home or something?
No.
Right.
I told the director of nursing all the way down.
What, is he in an elderly home or something?
No, he's in rehab. He's in a rehab, but
oh, them rehab about the same damn thing.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
They don't want to. They don't want to do their.
It's been 9
job.
months since he's had.
What, is he in an elderly home or something?
No, he's in rehab. He's in a rehab, but
oh, them rehab about the same damn thing.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
They don't want to.
Had a stroke 9 months.
Son of a bitch! They're not working with him then.
Been a long time since I rock and roll.
I finally got a police report. Had a stroke 9 months.
Son of a bitch! They're not working with him then.
Been a long time since I rock and roll.
I finally got a police report done though.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I'm telling you, my kids can talk about it all they want to. Because I know I got 2 children, 1 adopted, and they're grown. They will take care of me. But I'm moving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving North Alabama. I'm moving all the way down to Mobile Bay.
Well, I don't have no more parents to take care of because I don't think I could do another one.
So, they're not going to be there to take care of me or make any decisions. And if they call them there, I don't know if they're going to be able to find me.
Where in North Alabama?
Make sure. Huh?
Where in North Alabama?
I'm by Huntsville, in a little bitty town called Arab that I cannot stand. I've been here almost 3 years. I don't know anybody but my cousin. I don't make friends with nobody. I stay to myself.
Yeah.
I go out. I go fishing. I go down to the Tennessee River and fish, and I go to my doctors and deal with my dog, and that's it. I don't fuck around with anybody. I got a cousin that lives 5 steps from my door to hers. And I don't even fuck with her.
Anybody want to throw me a line? I'll go jump in my pool.
Old outside.
Me a line? I'll go jump in my pool.
Old outside.
I've been on one for the last 3 weeks. I've applied for more the last 3 weeks than I have in the 9 months, but I needed it.
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting over here with 3 people in my life, and ain't nobody saying a fucking word.
But Dad,
my life, and ain't nobody saying a fucking word.
But Dad,
I just told
Dad,
off on
you got a pimple on your cheek. Don't come back up here until that pimple is going. I said, okay, thanks, Dad. Dad,
I just told off on
you got a pimple on your cheek. Don't come back up here until that. Then he tells me, "Oh, you lost some weight.
Better.
You don't carry weight well. I'm glad you lost some weight." I said, "Thanks, Dad. You're just kind of blunt now."
I hope he gets better.
You don't carry weight well. I'm glad you lost some weight. You're just kind of blunt.
They have been live doing some recordings, haven't they?
Yeah, Dana, they've been live during the day here and there.
Yeah, we were live last night for a little while until my phone died, and then I was live a little bit today with the bass player doing his bass parts. Yeah.
I thought I saw some.
Yeah, we'll probably be live again tomorrow.
I can play the cello. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
I think Jill was in here.
Remember, I told you my family come from the Grand Ole Opry.
Okay, Dana, sounds good. Yeah, I know. I remember.
No tone and no rhythm.
Dead and gone now.
Jill was liking your bass player.
Oh yeah, he's cool. He's cool, Victor. Yeah.
From what I heard, sounded damn good.
Yeah, he was good.
But you know what I really enjoyed is when
He's cool, Victor. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
But you know what I really enjoyed is when World Champ posted those videos and seeing all that, those concerts you did and all that. But you know what I really enjoyed is videos and seeing all that you did and all that. You need to show that more often. I love that. And them white breeches, boy, you better be glad I wasn't. You need to show that more often. White breeches, boy, you better be glad I wasn't young back in that day.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to Margaret Wallen on June 20th. And I already decided.
You better be glad I wasn't young.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to Margaret Wallen on. I'm helicoptering abroad on the stage, and ain't nobody stopping me.
Oh damn. Well, don't call me for bail money, lady.
Oh no, ain't no,
If y'all
ain't
didn't
no
see
better.
that,
I'm helicoptering abroad on the stage, and ain't nobody stopping me.
Well, don't call me for bail money, lady.
Oh,
y'all
money will be the
missed it,
biggest one he's
go
ever
look at World
received.
Champs video with Vonn wearing them white breeches.
Tim, we're recording with a guy that did a bunch of stuff with Jelly Roll.
Oh,
Y'all
money will be the
missed it,
biggest one he's
go
ever
look at World
received.
Champs video with Vonn wearing.
Tim, we're recording with a guy that did a bunch of stuff with Jelly Roll and Luke Combs and several artists.
I can't play nothing. I can't even play spoons.
Several artists.
Can't play nothing.
It's like chicken when I'm driving down the road. That's it.
Know nothing about music. Now, even though I grew up around it, everybody, picking the guitars, and that's all they did. Like you would, Vonn, when you come on, you'd start something and pick a little bit and all this. That's what I grew up around.
Right.
Guitars, and that's all they did. Like you would, Vonn, when you come on, you'd start something and pick a little bit and all this. That's what I grew up around.
Right.
And then eventually they would sing a song, but they did more picking and tuning their guitars and, same thing you did.
My
Right.
daughter's father's family, they build accordions. They're like the
Same thing you did.
my
Right.
daughter's father's family were famous ones for building accordions.
Nice.
And so she's got a little rhythm, and like he plays accordion, but
I think it was violins. Was it violins? No, I don't know if it was violins, something like a violin, I can't think, that my grandfather made, and he played those. I think it was a violin.
I really did play the cello though. My stepmom made me go to cello lessons, and I hated it. But she said, "You're not going to sit around here and do nothing. You're going to have some kind of talent."
Right. I played piano and clarinet when I was a kid.
I knew one
I'd love
song.
to be
That's
able to
it.
play piano, organ. I'd love to be able to do that.
I can do on the piano. My
I've been
sisters can
watching
play
that
though.
Bad Company concert in Fredericksburg, Maryland. I don't know how many years ago, but I've been watching it over and over and over. He did 120-minute live, I think a whole album, nonstop. It was badass.
Nice.
Yeah. And he was playing the harmonica and I think a whole album, nonstop. It was badass. Yeah. And stop. It was badass. He was playing the harmonica and man, it's good. I can't get enough of it. Just can't.
My husband was the drum captain in high school, so he can hit a beat. Like I know when he hits a beat, what I have to do. And it's usually in public. And my stepson get going, he hits a beat with his mouth. Yeah. And my stepson get going, he hits a beat with his mouth. Yeah. Yeah. So y'all could just imagine in the grocery store.
I used to bust a beat back in the day.
And if I don't do it, they just get louder and louder and louder. I'm like, oh my
DC, you
god.
act like you old or something. Back in the day,
Back
you
in the
still
day,
young.
I'm getting
Just because you
old.
don't have no hair don't mean you're older than us.
There you go.
Jesus.
Hey, Carport introduced me as the grandma of TikTok.
Jesus.
Hey, ma of TikTok.
Oh, is Carport in here?
No, not that I know of.
He got a new slab. He trying to have a party in the back seat of that thing.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I rode with him that day. I say I rode with him. I stayed live with him while I went and picked that car up.
That's a nice car.
It is. The girl that is moving with me to South Alabama, to Mobile Bay, she's got a 1950 Chevrolet Coupe. cherry red. So yeah, Bay. She's got a 1950 Chevrolet Coupe, cherry red. So yeah, me and that bitch is gonna be the real Thelma and Louise down there. That's where I'm gonna live the rest of my golden years. I can't wait. Yep. I said you gotta walk the rest of my golden years. I can't wait. Yep. I said you got a walker in case we get tired walking those parks and walking our dogs. She said I got 2 of those electric chairs. I was like, damn, hell yeah. Walker in case we get tired walking those parks. Damn, hell yeah. I can't wait to go, man. I'm ready. She's having seat covers made for them. Thelma and Louise on there.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Y'all don't know me in real life. I'm just a big cut up. You know, in real life, I'm just this.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Y'all don't know me in real life. In real life, I'm just the same here as I'm the same on or off of here. But I like to have fun, you know. I wish I'd have done more in my days. Vonn knows a little bit of the shit that I got into in my day, but I wish I'd have done more of it. You never know, I might get there again.
You never know.
I'm working on it. I'm up moving around more
good.
than I was.
That's a plus.
Never know.
I'm working on it. I'm up moving around more
good.
than I was.
That's a plus.
Yeah, a
Live
lot more than
life.
I was.
Live life.
No, I'm going to. As soon as I get down there on that damn beach, I cannot wait.
Look how skinny I was. Look how skinny. I found this picture at my dad's.
I remember when I was
Super skinny.
I remember when
Hello,
I was
Dar.
skinny. That was before marriage, kids, and divorce.
I was probably 23 right there.
I got a video out on my page. I was at Indian Rocks page. I was at Indian Rocks Beach, not far from where Vonn lives. I was 24 years old.
I had boobs. I
was at Indian Rocks Beach, not far from where Vonn lives. I was 24 years old.
I had boobs. Right.
Yep. And then people say, well, you know, a lot of people talk about us getting old. Everybody's gonna get old.
DC.
Everybody's gonna get old.
I'm up.
But I heard something scrolling the other day. Somebody talking about me. They say they don't talk about people, but you know, talking about me, and I heard my name, and I heard I look like a porcupine. Well, if I want to cut my fucking hair off, I'll cut my hair off. I cut it off for a reason, but I love it, you know, and I'm the one that's wearing it. So don't say you don't cut people down. People say they don't cut people down. Yes, they do. People on this app is two-faced as fuck.
Yep. No more gray today. It's all blonde. You couldn't handle the gray no more.
Oh, hell, girl, don't give me no ideas. I might have to go blonde.
Hell with those stairs, brother. Them look steep.
I went ash gray to cover up my gray.
I'm trying to not be white-headed like y'all.
I'm salt and pepper, but one side of my hair, the right side, which is, yeah, it's the right side, is gray, salt and pepper, and the left side is more brown, you know, but it's getting the gray in it. But it just looks weird when I'm looking in the camera.
I have 3 cousins.
I mean, why couldn't
at 18 years old?
My cousins turn completely white-headed at 30.
When you get gray eyebrows, that's when you know you're getting old.
My daughter is 30 years old. She finds a gray hair, she starts flipping out.
I have some gray eyebrows.
Oh.
I might put some color on my hair now that you said that.
It's a pretty nice place.
Because I ain't got much
First
hair.
time I looked at it a minute ago when I turned the camera on, since I got it done earlier.
You said that.
I looked at it a minute ago when I turned the camera on, since I got it done earlier. Look at it, it just rolled out.
I tell you one damn thing. I'd rather have short hair and be clean than not be able to shampoo my damn hair because I can't move my shoulders, you know?
Yeah.
So
I did more homework. I
got
can't
up to
tell.
48, drop back down.
I
48.
can't
You don't
tell.
know what they're really worth or where you can sell them, huh?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
having that
because
same problem right now.
because some of them are like the one's going for crazy money, but I don't know why, and then the rest of them can go for fucking $50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah.
For crazy money, but I don't know why. And $50. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I don't,
that's like I have some stuff right now, like with my dad. That's like I have some stuff right now, like with my dad. It's like I don't know what to do. Like it looks like it's going for crazy money, but then I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
yeah, I don't know.
I got some ugly ass alabaster lamps I need to get.
I don't know.
I got some ugly ass alabaster lamps I need to get rid of, and they $6,000 a lamp. Rid of, and they $6,000 a lamp. Ugly as hell too. I'm
An
like,
expensive lamp.
huh?
That's an expensive lamp.
Yeah, they from Italy.
Daggone.
Alabaster, yeah.
Two of them. Yeah, they from Italy.
Daggone.
Alabaster, yeah. Alabaster, yeah.
Two of them. The ugliest things I've ever seen in my life, too.
For $6,000 and they're that ugly? Jeez.
They're ugly, but they're heavy. It take two people to pick up one, and it's a table lamp.
Well, yeah, it's stone.
Mm-hmm. It take two people to pick up one.
Yeah, it's stone.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have those alabasters.
All right, Tim, I appreciate it, man.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna drop. Thanks for having me, Vonn. I'm sorry to interrupt y'all.
I'm no problem. I'm actually gonna get off here. My food's about to be here any minute, so I'm gonna.
Well, I actually got 5 people over here, so I got to entertain them.
All right.
Having me, Vonn. I'm sorry to interrupt y'all.
I'm no problem. I'm actually gonna get off here. My food's about.
Got 5 people over here, so I got to.
So you track your
Later,
DoorDash
y'all.
like I track
Thanks
mine.
for having me.
Like when they pull it
All
in.
right, have a good night. Have a good night. All right, y'all. Y'all be good, man. Y'all sleep well and have a blessed.
Hey,
Thursday?
call me on that text message if.
All right, y'all. Y'all be good, man. Y'all have a.
Hey,
Thursday?
call me on that text message if you want to know more.
Okay, guys. All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Later, guys.
God bless you. Y'all be good.